remember.
Carolina?
Yes.
What happened? I can't.
Yeah, he graduated the year before, which was the only reason anybody ever.
He's trying to do butt kicks.
Bless his heart.
All right, I can't get these stats to pull up. Updating games. Updating.
Oh
games.
yeah.
There he goes.
Oh, I bet you if I change the internet.
What the hell?
But then, were they any good when he was there? Like at all?
That's sad.
Like, I feel
Not
like everyone
really.
would just run the opposite way of him.
Yeah, you just ran around him.
Like, yeah, we're not going to run at you guys.
You just
Yes.
hit the corner.
Did they bring you a roster?
Yeah.
Can you send it to Dennis?
I can. Did you
Phil-
save it already?
Phil can.
You gonna send it to Dennis?
Yeah, Coach.
You're the man,
I'll
bro.
send it right now.
Coach Chap,
Yes, ma'am.
when's my shootaway gonna be in?
I don't know, babe. They haven't
All
sent me back my paperwork yet.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it's not official, but it's official.
Did you get a good one?
Well, it's a newer one.
Does it have a net?
Well,
Man, you got a lot of demands, you know that?
Ours have holes in it.
Well, go buy a damn net then.
You can't. You have to get the whole thing replaced. I already broke
For
it
a
once.
net?
I already broke it once.
Well, net's ripped. Got to order a new machine.
That's how they get you.
Them sons of bitches.
Have you guys never heard of duct tape?
No doubt.
Just
Fucking no doubt.
Just
Yeah. Yeah, Coach.
Dennis has got bad eyes.
What?
He can't see that.
Zoom it
Well,
in.
you got to enlarge it. All you got to do is touch it and enlarge it.
Phil just learned Siri. He's telling you.
No, I know how to do this.
Phil's an IT specialist.
Wait, no.
Like I was
No, I don't. Oh, see, big. Big. I figured you'd have one, knowing your situation. Here comes another one. You need another one? Well, hell, let's get started.
Ready?
Wait, no, it says video. I thought, man, that thing's big. Now, how am I supposed to get any bigger than that?
You can.
That's what I'm saying. I can only
Phil,
do so
let me
much.
help you.
Okay, take a picture, will you?
Can I get him an iPad or something?
Oh, you make it bigger. Big beam? Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
You're cracking me up.
Well, hurry up.
Like,
Aaron, do you know why this is? I'm having trouble with my phone too. I can't get the MiFi to connect. I get the connection, but it connects, but it doesn't give me internet.
You guys are done messing around. You want me to fix that? Just let me know. Wet feet. That's a problem.
The iPad or the.
I'm wearing 2 pairs of socks.
Yes, this fool has 3 layers on.
Smart kid.
I got leggings.
Well, you didn't need to tell me that. I got leggings. That's what he starts with.
They came out with a little eggshell.
Yeah. We used to call those long johns when I was a kid.
Network setting.
I like long johns.
Thermal underwear.
not the donuts.
We got 33 and a half pairs, Phil.
How many?
Northwest class, 33 and a half.
That's better than they've had a lot of years.
It was supposed to be the one. Well, it was in the middle for us the other day. Let me
No,
see.
wait, Chris, it wasn't Northwest. It was it Southeast?
Well, I told you on cell phone you have to switch it because cell phones.
He didn't play for Northwest.
No, he played for Southeast.
Yeah.
For Southeast?
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what we were
that's
talking
what
about. Okay.
Yeah, I was talking about
Southeast was the one that would have like 14 players, remember?
Capitol Hill. With only
Maybe it was Cap Hill I'm thinking of.
We're not the only
They had
school.
barbed wire going around their football field.
Wow.
Guthrie's not the only school
you ever-
who has 6 basketball players or 7
Have you ever
basketball
been
players.
up to Tulsa McLean, driven by it?
No, I have not been there.
Looks like a president.
That's what Capitol Hill reminded me of.
No, like 16-foot fence
Okay.
with razor wire on it. I mean,
To keep who out.
We're not the only
Like,
school who has
keep
7
who in.
basketball players on the girls' team.
Who else?
That's
has it?
insane.
Wonder why it worked.
Why did they have razor wire?
They're in Tulsa. They're a Tulsa team.
Because
Trying to figure
the
out
middle
why
one is for
Capitol Hill had it.
computer
see, I
only.
remember when it was.
Oh, okay.
The bottom one is for
TSST.
computer and cell phone.
Tulsa
Schools
So-
of technology. It was that for
I
a
mean, for
while,
cell phone.
Yeah.
but that was where
Okay.
what was his name? Prentice Elliott.
You need it on this one?
Really?
He was the no, I got
this
player
one.
that
You went there?
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
So you're good?
Good. Yes.
TSST, Tulsa McLean.
Did he really?
Yeah. That's why he didn't get away from all of his friends from up there, and that's why
Yeah.
he ended up getting kicked out at OSU.
Isn't he like
Get the honor
in jail now?
Oh, I'm sure.
Is Gil here yet?
No,
He
Phil
was
won't
a
be coming.
hell of a football player, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus.
Oh boy.
Oh, got it.
I'm actually concerned now.
Not about who.
We might lose.
Well, we're just going to run the ball.
If we lose,
Number 8 looks like the best athlete on the field looking down at him.
Yeah?
They have some skilled kids look better than any of our kids. What do they do?
tell you what, Long Mike might come in here and run the seat tonight.
What?
That'd be hilarious if we lost. Really would.
If we lose, I'm not talking. We're not talking to BB. We're just gonna skip that.
Oh no, well, I have to skip that.
Maybe.
No. No, I can't.
I hope we get that.
Give these guys more adage. They're like really hitting each other. Just watch it.
24 and where? They're probably the ones that escaped.
Are they connected?
I see 24. I see. Oh, there he is.
Jones looking for Keenan Webb, has a step on the receiver, and it's good at the 10. 5, touchdown, Guthrie Blue Jays. And the Guthrie Blue Jays are state champions for the first time in school history, and they are celebrating on the field.
The following is a production of Guthrie Football, 4-time state champions.
Staley gets the snap. He's running with it left side. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Guy Staley and the Blue Jays regain the lead.
Next time that I talk to you, I will be talking to the greatest team in Guthrie High School history.
The Blue Jays are looking to add yet another gold ball made of Guthrie blue.
Ryan Dutton takes the snap, and there you have it. The 2011 Class 5A state champions are your very own Guthrie Blue Jays for the third time in school history, and they have dashed onto the field. Motion to the left side. They run to the left side with Alexander across the 5 to the 1. Touchdown, Ida Alexander, and for the fourth time time in school history, the Guthrie Blue Jays are your Class 5A state champions, and strike up the band one final time.
One thing that will never be replaced is MTXE. Mental toughness, extra effort.
It's being determined to win in the face of all odds, all obstacles, and coming together as a unit to accomplish that.
Year after year, the Blue Jay offense is amongst the most prolific offenses in all of Class 5A.
Option reverse to Callens. Callens looking for throw. Wide open. Blaze Hastings, can they connect? He does. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Reverse pass, and the Blue Jays are on the board. Strike up the band.
It's that time again. It's time for Blue Jay football.
Hit hard. Landry Chapel gets every Blue Jay fan off their seat.
It's now.
Strike up the band.
On the Guthrie Radio Network.
Guthrie football. Open up minds. It's time to go.
Launch authorization received. Countdown sequence initiated.
3, 2, 1.
Guthrie Football 2019 is brought to you by Interbank, strengthening our communities through community banking. Golden Chick, the original and still the best. South Point Baptist Church, welcome home. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. The John Vance Auto Group, where it's comfortable to buy a car. Ace Electrical Services, affordable, high-quality electrical work. North Church Guthrie, you matter. Mercy Hospital Logan County, your life is our life's work. F&M Bank, a neighbor you can count on. And Eskridge Chevrolet, a name you can trust for over 50 years. Guthrie Blue Jay football is also brought to you by the Guthrie Tag Agency, A-Team Overhead Door, Longbow Heat and Air, First Christian Church, Hayes Funeral Home, the Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33, Guthrie First Assembly, and Merritt Roberts Farm Bureau, Oklahoma.
Welcome to Guthrie Football. The following is a production of Guthrie Football, spanning across the Blue Jay Radio Network.
Throws it up for Dante Foster in a triple coverage. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me?
Now, let's go live to the stadium with the voice of the Blue Jays, Chris Evans, and tonight's Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
The Guthrie Blue Jays are back home this week as they welcome back their alumni for Homecoming 2019. Welcome home. Hello, everyone. I'm Chris Evans, and this is the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show from Jelsma Stadium here in the heart of downtown Guthrie. Tonight, it's the Guthrie Blue Jays and the Northwest Classen Knights. So glad you joined us this week here on the radio home of Guthrie Blue Jay football, Hot 93.7 FM, KSPI. Joining me here in a few minutes with tonight's call will be Phil Nichols and Parker Barnett, along with Kel Evans, Braden Russell, Mason Russell, and Aaron Ryburn. The Blue Jays enter Week 8 with a 2-5 overall record and a 1-3 district record. Northwest Classen has also endured a long season so far with an identical 2-5 overall record, but a 0-4 district record. While the playoffs have not been mathematically eliminated from the playoffs for the Jays, it appears the 15-year playoff streak will be coming to an end outside of an upset next week and happenings outside of the Blue Jays' control. Despite the 2 wins on the year, the Jays will be favorites this evening, along with the regular season finale here in Guthrie against Lott Nike. We're glad you joined us for tonight's broadcast, as the weather has most definitely taken a turn as we draw closer to winter. You're listening to the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show from Jelsma Stadium on the Blue Jay Radio Network.
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Blue Jays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma, or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
For decades, Guthrie Athletics has been a source of pride in the Guthrie community. Hi, I'm Merritt Roberts, and I've been a Blue Jay supporter and Farm Bureau agent for many, many years.
I want to wish all the Guthrie student athletes not only a great season on the field, course, track, or court, but in the classroom as well. If integrity, honesty, and accessibility are important to you, call Farm Bureau at 620-4920 and ask for Merritt. I would welcome the opportunity to give you a professional evaluation of your insurance needs, or simply stop by and let's talk about the Jays.
Welcome back. Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show continues on 93.7 FM. The Guthrie Blue Jays and Northwest Classen Knights are preparing to kick off Week 8 of the high school football season. While it's not the seasons that both teams had hoped for, both are still looking to pile up wins. Despite losing 2 of the 3 games here in October, Guthrie has proven to be solid in the month of October behind head coach Kelly Beebe with a 19-6 record dating back to 2014. The Jays offense was shut out last week at Carl Albert and averaged less than 20 points a game this year, but should be able to find some success against the Knights' defense. Northwest Classen is allowing over 50 points per game in the 4 district games. The Blue Jays have won all 7 meetings with Northwest Classen, including last year's 70-0 game in Oklahoma City. Next, we look at tonight's games from around the state with the South Point Baptist Church scoreboard. This is the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Have you heard the big news here in Guthrie? You know the Guthrie Tag Agency is your local source for all your vehicles, boats, ATVs, trailers, titles, registrations, and of course driver's license renewals and replacements. But now, the Guthrie Tag Agency helps with driver's road tests. That's right, take your road test right here in Guthrie. No more trips to Edmond or Stillwater or Enid. Call and schedule your appointment at 282-3873. Guthrie Tag Agency, open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturdays from 9 to noon. At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays!
Welcome back. Chris Evans with you on the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show. Time now to take a look at the South Point Baptist Church scoreboard. In District 5A2, the marquee game features Bishop McGuinness at Piedmont as the Wildcats attempt to make a big push to win the district after already taking down Carl Albert. The Irish can still win the district outright with a win tonight and with wins against Guthrie and Northwest Classen. Guyman is at Lawton Eisenhower and Carl Albert is in Woodward. Current 5A2 standings are McGuinness and Piedmont at 4-0, Carl Albert and Woodward 3-1 records. Guthrie and Lawton Eisenhower are 1-3, and Northwest Classen and Guyman sit at 0-4. This week features several marquee games across the state, including Jinx at Norman, Wagner at Bristow, Booker T. Washington at Muskogee, Putnam City North at Moore, Owasso visiting Mustang, Westmore at Edmond Santa Fe, and Collinsville at Pryor. We'll have scores and updates throughout the night with the South Point Baptist Church scoreboard. Next, Phil and Parker join me as we get set for the Eskridge Chevrolet's keys to the game and the Mercy Health Report. This is the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Hello, Blue Jay family. I'm Pastor Hetty. I want to invite you to North Church Guthrie, where you can expect fun, Bible-centered kids and student ministries, life-giving groups, engaging worship, and powerful messages. I would love to see you and your family at North Church Guthrie this Sunday at 9:30 or 11 a.m. at Guthrie Upper Elementary School, where our vision is to love God, love people, and follow Jesus. And remember, God loves you, and go win.
There's one big difference between Vance Auto Group and the other dealers: transparency. We show all the discounts and rebates on our website long before you arrive. See your monthly payment, your current vehicle's value, Carfax, and everything about the vehicle you're interested in buying. You can even buy any vehicle, new or pre-owned, without leaving home, right from our website. Buy with transparency at the John Vance Auto Group.
John Vance Auto Group. Hey Blue Jays, Pastor Mike Gatlin here from First Assembly of God. I'd like to invite you out to our services this Sunday at 10:45. And there's something for everyone here at First, from our babies to our senior saints. Our children's pastor, Rusty Nail, is always up to something great. Come out and enjoy great live praise and worship and anointed preaching. We hope to see you this Sunday at 1900 South Division First Assembly, where great things are happening. Go Blue Jays.
Hey Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 and the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today, 405-642-7065. Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Blue Jays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
And welcome into the pregame show here as we get set for a homecoming matchup between Guthrie and Northwest Classen. Craig Fleck here, filling in just for a bit for Chris Evans till he gets back in here. Phil Nichols joining me here on the pregame show. And Phil?
Yeah, buddy. It's one of those tough nights, right?
Bad
weather. It's been an unusual day. We had just bad weather all really for the last 24 hours or so. And
cold, windy, rainy. It's been all kinds of miserable.
I had to change my socks twice today.
Well, I had to take your shoes off because they didn't survive the walk across the field.
That brand of shoes officially in timeout now.
Things are getting a little bit messy down there on the field. We look down right now as the Guthrie High School Honor Choir getting ready to sing the national anthem. ROTC just across the way.
Yep.
As we're about ready to bring in your play-by-play and voice of the Blue Jays for tonight, the A-Team.
Hey, guys.
Chris Evans.
What
are you doing over there?
Well, a little
turn up my ears a little bit.
Camera production.
Turn my ears up a little bit.
Turn your ears up a little bit.
I'm echoing in my ears.
Oh.
Well, it could just be voices.
Hey, you guys keep talking, and I'll get that thing.
Okay.
All right.
Because Phil's almost dead in my ears. I can't hear him at all. So
that's just, who set this stuff up?
I don't know. I mean,
had a rough time Wednesday night, Flecky. We had a tough kickoff to the high school huddle. It was time to go live, and nothing went live, and I saw Chris move faster than I've ever seen him. To his credit, he knew what it was, and he fixed it in about 3 seconds.
Well, yeah, because I'm sure it's because we had everything set up doing the volleyball state championships over in Catoosa on Tuesday night. And
heard that was a good time.
It was.
Yeah.
It was very, of course, don't know much about volleyball, but we got to watch it at the highest level in the state of Oklahoma until you get into college, and it was both very informative and entertaining.
See, Guthrie is the first place we've ever lived that they didn't have girls volleyball.
Really?
Yeah. Volleyball's huge in Kansas, and I mean really big, and so it's looks like the greatest song in the world's getting ready to be sang.
Absolutely. We'll join tonight's national anthem. And there you have tonight's national anthem. Well done by the Guthrie High School Honor Choir. As it is a wet, soggy field down on Gelsma Stem. We'll get a little bit into that here as, again, we welcome you inside the Interbank Blue Jay kickoff show as Blue Jays host the Northwest Classen Knights. And, boy, the rain, we had 4 days of fall, Phil.
Yeah, 4 days of fall, and here we are, wintertime, but it's just been an odd feeling day. Of course, we had a lot of great activities today. I know many folks disappointed on the parade. I think it was a good call. I think that made sense, but I know that a lot of disappointment there, and I get that. But lucky enough to, Chris, I know you emceed the Hall of Fame banquet this afternoon and had some great inductees there. And then the football game, of course, tonight. Eskridge Motors down on the field right now being recognized as the game sponsor. They do a lot of great stuff for Guthrie as well.
Absolutely, and we'll have our Eskridge Chevrolet's keys to the game here in a little bit, as well as our Mercy Health report. And, the weather played a factor today. The homecoming parade was canceled. It's not the first time it's ever been canceled, but I remember for sure it was canceled in 1995, so that might have been the last time it was canceled. But whoever made that decision I think it was a committee. I'm not sure who that decision was made by, but it was the right decision because at 3:30, rain was coming down, and not only rain, guys, but cold and windy.
We always have, every year with the Hall of Fame, we have our inductees. We have an entry in the parade, and they ride. They ride in the parade, and we asked all of them this morning, and they said, nope, not interested. So I think when it's raining, cold, and windy, it's going to be miserable for everybody.
Absolutely, and there are a lot of marquee games. This is the one that a lot of people won't be focusing on, obviously, here, but I kind of mentioned over some of those South Point Baptist Church games tonight. Of course, the big one, Piedmont and McGinnis. Piedmont was out of school today. Didn't have school today, and due to power, but they able to get it worked up. And they'll be playing football tonight at Piedmont against Bishop McGinnis.
Well, obviously, game of the week, I think, in everybody's eyes. Number 1 versus number 2 in the state of Oklahoma 5A class. And, of course, Piedmont upset Carl Albert a couple weeks back and really on a roll right now. Their only blemish this year, a game 1 loss to El Reno. McGinnis still undefeated and ranked number 1, but this should be it's going to be a lot of run. It's going to be a short game time-wise because they're going to run the daylights out of the football over there. But it should be a heck of a ball game.
And don't you think there's a certain Dominic Richardson who's got everybody on that Piedmont squad gunning for him, as they're going to be playing with a chip on their shoulder as he transferred to Bishop McGinnis. They're going to say, boy, you should have stayed in this offense.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that really I've thought about that because he's got a lot of buddies over there. Your kids today anyway, with social media and just the way communication is, they all talk to each other even if they've never had a connection. Of course, Dominic grew up over in Piedmont and great kid from everything you hear. He's a great kid and going to TCU next year, but I promise you, his lifelong buddies want to send him out with an L. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that one plays out. The other big game left in 5A2, we do believe, will be in Week 10 with Carl Albert and McGinnis, who we thought would be for the district championship, but Piedmont has put their thumbprint on the district this year.
And going into the season, all of us thought it would be Piedmont and Guthrie playing for 3 and 4, and boy, were we wrong. There's been an unusual season in a lot of ways, but no doubt about it. I think we have the 3 best teams in 5A in our district. El Reno, could make an argument there. There's a couple other schools, but I definitely think the 3 best programs in 5A right now are in our district 2.
But we'll, of course, know that for sure once here in a few weeks down the road when everybody starts playing each other.
Yep.
There are a lot of people who, as usual, over here down on the east side teams, but you never know what they're going to bring to the table until you see it. Sometimes we've been surprised by how good those east side teams are.
Oh, yeah, but even with that, and you're right, Fleck, you've been really surprised by them. Typically the state championships on the west side.
Oh, absolutely.
It's much like in 6A for years, right?
Yeah,
obviously.
There was that east-west divide in 6A, and then in 5A forever, it was coming out of 5A2, really. Right. It was Guthrie, Carl Albert, Shawnee, Lawton Mac. It was those schools who were winning over and over again.
Well, there was a lot of times the 3 seed in District 2 would be the 3 rated, the number 3 team in 5A.
Yeah.
Whether it's
state semifinal.
Shawnee, Deer Creek.
Yeah.
How
powerful of a district was that?
Yeah.
I remember at one point the entire state semifinal was 5A2 teams.
Sure was. Yeah, that was crazy.
When all 4 of your semifinalists are from one district,
pretty good.
You're pretty concentrated in the talent department.
Pretty good.
Let's bring in our partner down on the field with our Ace Electric sideline report as we fight over the heat up here in the press box. Boy, someone turn that heat down. It's warm up in here. With that, let's go down to Parker Burnett. And Parker, it's been rainy, it's been cold, it's been windy, it's been gloomy all day long. And looks like Gelsma is trying to hold up. And you were talking to us earlier. Last time we were here, the grass was bright green, and now it's not so great.
Yeah, like you said, you got fall for about 4 days. I mean, this grass looks like it's in the middle of winter. I think it's going to be torn up probably after this game. It's soaking wet down here. The sidelines are a little flooded. But as Kai Collins told me on Twitter today, that this is the weather that separates the boys from the men. This is playoff weather.
Of course, I was joking with Parker. Of course, Kai would say that because his best games come in the state championship game, when the 2-time MVP in the state finals, when it was cold. I don't remember a whole lot of rain, but Kai, one of the good ones.
Kai could play when it was raining. He could play when the sun was out. He could play when it was cold. He could play when it was hot. He could flat play. He's definitely in the discussion. He's one of the all-time greats.
Midnight or noon, he could play.
Yeah, and he's obviously one of the all-time greats. And one of those kids, I know, Chris, when he becomes eligible, we'll be talking about him being inducted one day in the Guthrie Sports Hall of Fame. And just a super kid. Just finished his career up at Emporia State University. Had a lot of unfortunate injuries, really affected him throughout college. Of course, those injuries started in high school.
Yeah.
And really
against Duncan, that far corner over to
our
left.
Having the best half of his career.
Yep.
With nobody they had no clue what they were going to do with that kid. And unfortunately, that was the first of what I think now has been, 4 or 5 or 6 knee surgeries. I mean, it's been
at least
been a long, long road, but what a tremendous young man. Just got married not too long ago. Kai did. And,
yeah, absolutely.
Doing good things. But
well, of course, his brother's already in the Hall of Fame as part of the 07 state championship team as well.
Brother's a Hall of Famer, great 2-sport athlete for Blue Jays. Now on the coaching staff down at Muskogee, along with fellow Hall of Famer Kai Staley, as well as on the staff at Muskogee with former Blue Jay head coach Rafe Watkins. So
we could have put that whole team in individually and as a team, just in the Hall of Fame, just run them all through.
And there's a lot of them that will be in individually as well as as a team. But
hard to find up here.
It's a crazy deal.
How's it going? I'm from Ardmore.
Old Parker's live there. Sideline report.
Well, I think your ears might be a little bit different tonight. You hear that right there?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
You still hear it right now? See, this is why your headsets never do that, because I don't think you can concentrate like that.
That's a bad deal.
See, I kind of get a little bit of a feel what I have to go through when everyone's screaming.
He made it all about him. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just
put a toe in the ground and made it all about Chris. Right there.
I'm giving you a small example.
Okay, I don't like that.
Okay.
No, I don't like that.
Our captains are making their way to midfield, along with Northwest Classen, the Blue Jays in a dark blue uniforms tonight with the white numbers. Got the gray pants, and we're going to go downstairs, and I'm going to fix Phil's headphone. Let's go downstairs with tonight's coin toss.
All right, good luck to y'all tonight. Hey guys, I'd like to introduce myself. Heads and the tails, and so we'd like to. What would you like to call? Heads. What did he say? He said heads. He said heads. Okay. And it is. That's tails. That's tails. So,
we defer. Man, we
finally
won a coin toss.
Guthrie wins the toss.
That's one of the first times all season we've won a coin toss, Fluggy.
And I got to correct Chris here. Yeah. Those aren't gray pants. Those are the silver pants.
Those are the silver
We brought out the classic blue and silver look. And
the homecoming look.
I just thought they were dingy white. Those are actually silver pants?
Yeah, we haven't seen those in years now.
Yeah.
Those were the old school uniforms. Those were the uniforms we were wearing back when I was in high school.
Yeah, of course I know that's your favorite uniform combination, and
that and the all white. Yeah. Those are the two favorites.
My favorite is the gray on gray. The new gray on gray. I like that.
If the numbers were easier to see, I agree with you.
Yeah.
go back down to our Ace Electric sideline report, get Parker's thoughts here. Parker, we knew the weather would be a factor on attendance, and Northwest Classen really doesn't bring a whole lot. That's kind of why you have homecoming, to kind of fill in the empty spots that Classen does not bring. But looks like the alumni from all the classes skipped the game tonight.
Yeah, they're probably watching the broadcast right now, so thankfully we get to do this for them. So they're probably watching along right with us.
Yeah, absolutely. And, unfortunately, the weather will play a factor in tonight. And so, a lot of people were asking, hey, my kids are too little. I don't want to send them out in the cold. What's the radio dial? 93.7 FM. What's the video dial? It's youtube.com/Guthrie News. And glad to provide the service because a lot of people don't want to test the elements. A lot of older people don't want to test the elements. Younger people don't want to test. People like me who don't like cold don't want to test the elements. And so we're here to help them out, and because they still want to be a part of the football program, be a part of the game, and just, this is a little bit easier tonight.
One of the cool things, and of course it's unfortunate when you got weather that keeps people away. I understand that, wet and cold, but as a dad of a young man right now that's over in the Middle East serving the country, I can promise you, former Blue Jay player, he's watching. And that's what makes it so cool to be able to do that. You can have folks, no matter where they are, near or far, they can tune in and see their Blue Jays.
Blue Jays make their way onto the wet, soggy Jelsma Stadium turf and the homecoming uniforms. Again, the dark blue jersey tops with the white numbers, with the silver pants, silver helmet with the G logo on the side, the blue face mask. Northwest Classen Knights in the traveling white uniforms. They got the yellow helmets across the far sideline. Looks like the numbers are increasing for Northwest Classen, Phil, as they will make the move up to 6A2 next year due to consolidation in Oklahoma City. That bumps them up to 6A2 next year.
Bless their hearts. That's that's tough. The numbers are growing, and that's good, but I'll tell you, that's tough. There's just no answer for that, right? No easy answer anyway. But we've had years here where they were lucky to be around 20, Chris. So it's definitely a step up, no doubt.
Real quickly, let's start with Parker Burnett on our Ace Electric Silent Report. Parker, your Escort Chevrolet's keys to the game.
Well, it's kind of really sloppy down here. It's like we've been talking about. So, can we take care of the football and just take care of business tonight and get out of here with a win?
Absolutely.
It's all about, to me, it's about keep everybody healthy. Don't turn the ball over. Keep the clock running. Let's get home.
Craig, your Escort Chevrolet's keys to the game?
Get out the bulldozer and plow some holes through their line. Got to get big running lanes tonight. If you can run the ball, this game's going to be over pretty quick.
Hey, get some confidence offensively. No matter who you're playing, get some confidence offensively. See what happens if that can roll into McGinnis next week, and then before Week 10 against Lawton Ike. Those are your Escort Chevrolet's keys to the game. Real quick, Parker, I know the Mercy Health report is a little bit full tonight.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be without Hickman and Dean. And I haven't seen if Goosby's in a uniform or not, but it looks like we're same unit as last week.
All right, appreciate that. That is the Mercy Health report. We've got all the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show agenda completely done now. We appreciate you tuning in here tonight. It's time for Guthrie Blue Jay football, who will be kicking off left to right on the radio dial. Northwest Classen will send two guys back at their own 10-yard line to return the kick, and we are underway. Homecoming 2019. The kick is fumbled at the 15-yard line, pick up at the 18, and down immediately. So Northwest Classen will start behind the 20-yard line, and here comes the Guthrie Blue Jay defense, who, Phil, I think for the most part have been consistent. There's been some times, but they made an imprint early on that Carl Everett offense last week.
They played well enough all year to be have a much better record than we have right now. It's just been one of those seasons. Defense has played fine. Offensively, we've just struggled. There's going to be years like that where you do struggle, and unfortunately, this is that year for us offensively. But defense has played well overall.
Northwest Classen, first down and 10. The ball is officially marked at the 20-yard line. The Knights will have two receivers to the near side, one receiver to the far side. Quarterback is number 1, Samuel Moreland, and we have a timeout taken by Northwest Classen before the first snap could be taken. We'll keep it here. Just 6 seconds into the opening quarter here, and The Guthrie High School Marching Band in attendance tonight, and they got a big day tomorrow as they have OAB in Mustang, Oklahoma tomorrow. OAB. I knew I was going to say that wrong. OBA, and that will be in Mustang at 1:30 tomorrow.
And that's a big-time event. I've attended that several years when we had kiddos in the band, and the amount of work that the band parents put into this, the band booster, the staff, the kids. I'm telling you, they work their tails off and they do a great job. Hats off to Rob and his staff and all the kiddos in the band.
We're set for the first offensive play of the ball game. The Knights will have two receivers now to the far side, the short side of the field. Ball's at the 20-yard line, first down and 10. A little jet sweep play, and Kel Coppin will get the first tackle for loss on the night, back at the 18-yard line. A loss of 2 on the jet sweep was DJ Hall, the sophomore. And Kel Coppin with the first tackle of the game.
Yeah, Kel, a senior, a 3-year starter in the defensive back position for the Blue Jays. Probably see him a little bit on offense here and there too. You will see Kel there, but came up nice and play. Kel's a tough kid, and it always gives you everything he has on every play, and it's been good to see him have a good senior campaign for the Blue Jays.
Second down and 8 from the 22-yard line. From the 18-yard line, and I'll hand it off. A little misdirection play. Does not fool the Blue Jay defense. Getting back to the original line of scrimmage at the 20-yard line. It'll bring up third down and 10. 55 seconds gone by here in the opening quarter.
Well, you can see how wet the field is where they're at right now, already getting pretty well worked over the soil down there. So, it's wet on the field. And that will be a factor. It's going to be hard for these kids to get good footing all night.
Yeah, this is the next to the last game for the Blue Jays. They'll be back here on senior night in 2 weeks. Third down and 10 for the Knights. They'll hand it off, trying to get there, and that will not happen. It's going to be a tackle right at the line of scrimmage, and it does look like the Knights will go 3. Now Turvey Williams in on the tackle for the Blue Jays.
Turvey, another senior. Great, look at him. He looks so good on the hoof, right? And great player. When Turvey turns it on, he's pretty unblockable. He's got some schools looking at him, and hope Turvey gets to play at the next level.
Punt formation for the Northwest Classen Knights. Kay Gugasberg back at the Northwest Classen 42-yard line. Jalen Allison back at midfield. Fourth down and 10. It's a low snap to the punter, fields it nicely like a shortstop. It's a high but short punt as it bounces at the 30-yard line. And it's going to be in around the 32-yard line. Punt there for Northwest Classen was number 50, Darren Yarbrough. And a Blue Jay offense sets up camp in great field position for their first offense drive inside the 35-yard line. It'll be first down and 10.
Chris, like you said, this is a game where you want to try to get some confidence as an offense and overall, of course, but we kind of expect what we just saw to be mostly what we'll see all night on the defensive side. But see if the offense go out and execute cleanly and put some points on the board tonight.
Following a 12-yard punt, first down and 10 for the Blue Jays, again from the 32-yard line. Junior quarterback Josh Raines takes the snap. He'll run with it up the middle, and he'll be brought down for about a pickup close to 7 yards. He's tackled inside the 25-yard line, close to the 22, close to a first down, but they're going to give him a 9-yard pickup.
Josh has been, I'd say, throughout the year, probably our most consistent ball player.
Yeah.
Throughout the year. And plays hard, just like we're talking about Kel. Tough kid, gives you everything he's got every play. A good kid, too. He's a good young man.
Second down and 1 from the Northwest Classen 23-yard line. And Raines will be hit for a loss as 2 Knights will bring him down for the loss. Getting there was number 7 and 17 for Northwest Classen. That's Levi Wilson and Juan Avella.
Northwest Classen, we talk about this every year we play them, Chris. They'll have some athletes.
Absolutely.
They've got some kids that are big, fast. Just haven't been able to put it all together as a team yet, but they're working hard and moving in the right direction.
Lost of 2, third down and 3. Jays run for it, and they'll have the first down more as Barber gets his first carry, breaks the tackle. He's at the 20, breaks it across the 15, and backpedaling a little bit, and he's going to be driven out of bounds in around the 10-yard line. About a 15-plus yard there run for Barber, and the Blue Jays will have a first down and goal.
Barber's a real elusive kid, has good cuts. We said he did a back cut a few weeks back that kind of gave you a sight that, this kid has good vision.
Yep.
He's definitely got some ability at the tailback position, no doubt.
Get a good look at them. Number 5 on your video screen. If you're watching our video feed, youtube.com/Guthrie News. Barber with a 16-yard pickup all the way to the 9-yard line. It's 1st and goal for the Blue Jays. Josh Raines in a half diamond formation will run with it up the middle, and he'll have some yards after contact as he'll go inside the 5, close to and around the 2-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down and goal for the Blue Jays, trying to strike first here in the first quarter. 8:21 and rolling the play.
You know, and I know one of the things that we've talked about is Guthrie for years has been known, we're going to line up, run the ball, throw when given the opportunity. And I think that's one of the things this team's really been trying to figure out all year is who they are.
You're right.
And that's these are the kind of games you can kind of work on those things, try to figure that out, and get ready, like you said, for McGinnis next week. 2nd goal
for the Jays. Josh Raines trying to run with it, but he's going to be hit for a loss back at the 6-yard line, loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd down and goal for the Blue Jays.
Tell you, old Josh took a shot there. I mean, he flat got lit up. That was a big-time hit. Josh, though, jumps right up. But, this is. I mean, we've got to put it in the end zone here. I mean, this is what we're talking about. We've had those games where we start really well, have a score an early touchdown. You think, oh, okay, all right, we're figuring, and then nothing. So hopefully we can punch this in, and then that sets the tone for the rest of the night.
Jays, you think would have 2 plays to try to get 5 yards here. 3rd down and go from the 5-yard line. Ball's on the right hash mark. Little bootleg play here for Josh, wanting to throw it, and now will run, and he'll get back to the 5. And it was a bootleg, Phil, and usually you look to throw out of the bootleg, but it looked like a bootleg run to the short side of the field, and just simply nothing there.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we've been talking about. We just had some good runs, got us down there. We've just had a tough time sticking it in the end zone.
So it's 4th and goal. Blue Jays will go for it. It'll keep the offense on the field. It'll come from the 3-yard line. Maybe give it back to Barber.
Yeah. He'd be high on my list.
He's on the left side of Raines, and it'll be play action. It'll be Raines running it into the end zone as faked it off to Barber and ran on the left side, and the Blue Jays get into the end zone first here tonight as the Blue Jay band strikes up. 6-0, 6:25 to play first quarter.
Yeah, that's what we needed to have happen right there. You had a few plays pretty sluggish, but we're able to finish the drive off with 6, and that's the tone we wanted to set. We were talking to Chris just about the attendance as the game's kicked off, starting to fill up.
Yeah.
What I've noticed, a lot of people standing that normally aren't, I think because of the wet seats, I would assume. But,
absolutely.
But it's, a really good turnout, all things considered.
Miranda on for the PAT. Snap, hold, kick. It's a line drive kick. Did it get in? There's a flag down. Officials did not say if it was in or not, but there is a flag down. And this one will go against Northwest Classen. See if the Blue Jays decline that. They will. Didn't know if they would decline that as the extra point. I think the whistle came before the snap.
Yeah, looks like it did.
So
line up and do her again.
Now you're almost, move it up to the 1.5-yard line, you're almost convinced to go for 2.
Well, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Looks like the Jays will keep Miranda in on the field, though. Yeah, you got to decline that. If you're going to kick the extra point, decline it. That way you're used to the 3-yard line and kick it through there. So we'll try the PAT once again. Kel Kaufman's your snapper. Josh Raines is your holder, and Ian Miranda the kicker. Trying to make it 7-0 here in the first quarter. Snap, hold, kick. Line drive, did it get over the bottom bar? It did not. So the score stays at 6-0. 6:25 to play in the opening quarter. Blue Jays strike first. Back after this. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football on Hot 93.7 FM, KSBI.
Ace Electrical was founded by Guthrie alum Tony Perrigan. Tony started Ace Electrical with one goal in mind: customer service combined with quality work. Ace is your full-service electrical contractor with commercial and residential services, including oil field construction. Ace is able to provide a level of services unmatched by any other electrical contractor in Oklahoma. Ace Electric is available 24/7. Call 405-301-2200 or go online at aceelectricok.com.
F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Blue Jays on the scoreboard here. First tonight inside Jelsma Stadium. John Vance Motor scoring summary. Blue Jays go 32 yards in 7 plays. Took 2 minutes and 23 seconds to get into the end zone. It was a 3-yard touchdown run by Josh Raines. John Vance Motors, where it's comfortable to buy a truck. Kick left to right on the radio dial. Is fielded at the inside the 15, coming to the near side across the 20, hit hard at the 25-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 for the Northwest Classen Knights, who set up offensive camp for the second time after having to punt on their opening drive.
You know, I've got a young man maybe shaking up over here for Northwest, and so we'll have a little delay here. But Chris,
Eli Jackson, the injured player, the junior.
Yeah, that's what these kind of games. These are some of the toughest games to officiate, to coach, to play. I mean, they're just tough games overall when there's such a gap in talent. It's just really, really tough for everybody involved. But
for our video crowd out there, you get a good shot of the falling rain on your screen there as we see Old Glory in the state of Oklahoma. YouTube.com/Guthrie News if you want to watch this. And Parker, you're down in the middle of that as we join you on our Ace Electric sideline report. Rain is coming down much like it was what would have been during the parade time today.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you guys could kind of see if you could tell if it's raining or not, but it's coming down pretty good. It wasn't really doing it at kickoff, but of course it starts back up, and it's probably going to keep doing this until the end of the game, I bet.
Yeah, Aaron Ryburn with a great shot there of the rain coming down for our video audience. A lot of umbrellas inside Jelsma Stadium tonight, and those are good idea here tonight, as hopefully the rain will stop. We'll see if we can get a weather report, get a look at radar, and see if that will indeed happen. Resuming action here. First down and 10 for Northwest Classen, and it comes from their own 25-yard line. Strips receivers to the far side. They'll hand it off up the middle and just maybe a yard at most from the 25 to the 26. It'll bring up second down and 9. 6:08 to play, opening quarter. Guthrie 6, Northwest Classen 0.
You know, you talked earlier about the fact Northwest Classen's going up in division next year. You know that, and not being from here, 20 years ago, where was Northwest Classen? What were they?
They were one of the biggest schools in the Oklahoma City area for the longest time. A lot of tradition at Northwest Classen as well. Second down and 10. No pickup officially. Knights want to throw for the first time. Now the quarterback rolling to his right side, just not able to get to the line of scrimmage as Spade Poole tracks him down for a 5-yard loss as the quarterback, again, Moreland trying to cut the corner. That corner never showed up. Spade Poole with a nice tackle.
Spade's that kid he would be in the running for Defensive Player of the Year for the Blue Jays this year. I mean, as a sophomore, has just done a fabulous job and has a real intense mentality. On the football field, great motor. He's going to be really, really an outstanding Jay for the next 2 years.
We get a radar update from Craig Fleck here in a minute. Third down and 13 for the Knights. Shotgun snap, they'll run with it. First Blue Jay misses, second Blue Jay misses, and they're going to take a couple of Jays to finally bring down the big running back. J.D. Coonfield in on the tackle, up at around the 28-yard line, close to a 6-yard pickup. It'll bring up fourth down and 7, and the Knights will have to punt the football away. We'll bring in Craig Flick real quick for a radar update here.
Yeah, it looks like this is just a storm that's just circling right above us. It's just staying in place. For the foreseeable future, it's going to be raining.
Appreciate that, Krager. No score between Piedmont and McGinnis on the South Point Baptist Church scoreboard update. 4:18 to play here in quarter number 1. And I think Northwest Class is going to have to take another timeout, or there's going to be a flag down as they're trying to get a guy off the field. I don't see a flag, and I think they're
I think we might have an equipment situation,
Okay.
looks like.
Now the second night comes off the field. So did they have 13 guys on there? Because 2 went off the field. I didn't see anybody come on. Okay, here comes 1.
They got 9 out there right now as I count them.
So they need 1 more.
Coach, you need 1 more, buddy. Maybe that's 11.
8, 9, 10, 11.
Got 11.
Good to go. 4th down and 7. Punting time. The punter back inside his 20-yard line. It's a low snap again. Does a good job of filling this one. This is a line drive punt. Filled it at the 48-yard line. Cade Gugasberg will now go to the far side. He's at the 40 to the 35 on the far sideline. There's a flag thrown. We'll check that one as Cade on a nice return of about 20 yards, but we'll see if it will hold or not. 3:55 to play in quarter number 1. Blue Jays back onto the offense for the second time. The penalty will indeed be against the Jays. Guthrie with a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, penalties have been a factor this year as well, and a lot of times you get in a season like this, you're struggling, and kids trying to give a little extra effort, trying to just make something happen, and you'll see things like that happen. But good effort there. What a great shot there.
Yeah, this is we have Brenton Drake join us for the first time on the broadcast.
He may have found himself a permanent job.
On our tight shot, and we are getting some great shots there. Of course, Mason Russell on our broad camera. That's the cool thing about that. Braden Russell also here doing graphics tonight, but a student broadcast is what it turned in. That's a cool thing to have.
No doubt.
1st down and 10 from the 37-yard line for the Blue Jays of Northwest Classen's 37. Barber been a busy guy as he makes a move at the 35, he's to the 30, breaks loose. He's at the 25 near sideline 20, 15, 10. One guy to beat at the 5, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Barber from 37 yards out. Strike up the Blue Jay band.
That's a great thing to see. You've been waiting for that all year. Of course, he's had some big runs called back, unfortunately, this year due to penalties, but really great run there. Good job by everybody all the way around.
Barber up between the tackles, cut it to the right side, and then turn on the Jets on the soggy field and look good. Blue Jays on top, 12-0, PAT upcoming. Miranda missed this first one. See if he can connect on this one. Snap, hold, kick is good. Jays now on top, 13-0. 3:42 to play here in quarter number 1. Timeout from Gelsma Stadium on Hot 93.7 FM, KSBI.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world.
When it comes to Guthrie Blue Jay Athletics, Hayes Funeral Home is a proud supporter from the first game all the way to the championship game. Along with many years of experience in funeral service, the Hayes family brings compassion and professional service during difficult times. Owners Chuck and Lynette Hayes take pride in providing families and their loved ones quality care. Chuck and Lynette have not only supported families in the Guthrie area for countless years, but have supported Guthrie student athletes succeeding on the playing field and in the classroom. Hayes Funeral Home is located on the corner of Noble and Wentz, or simply give them a call at 405-282-3100.
Blue Jays on top of the Northwest Class tonight, 13-0 on a rainy Friday night. Kick left to right, bounces, filled it inside the 25. Here come the Knights on the return. On the left side, on the near side, tackled just inside the numbers at the 35-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Northwest Class. And Blue Jays back in the end zone on a 37-yard touchdown run by Kentoris Barber. Just one offensive play, taking 14 seconds to run 37 yards. And the Blue Jays increased their lead now 13-0 with Miranda's PAT. That is your John Vance Motor scoring summary, where it's comfortable to buy a car
or truck.
John Vance called me this week, and I missed his phone call.
That ain't good, Chris.
I called him back the next day, and I got the voicemail.
Well, that's because you didn't answer his call.
I was inside a courtroom. I couldn't answer it.
Just for the record, Mr. Vance, more important in the courtroom.
1st down and 10 for the Knights, officially at their own 35-yard line. Trips receivers, but they'll run with it here. Nice open field tackle. Who was that getting to him first? Was it Doles?
21, looks like.
Yeah, it was Doles there on the tackle. Spadepool not too far behind. And that's a big guy they're tackling there, Phil. 47 when you look at Jaden Hardwick. And they don't give size and weights, but a tough kid to bring down there in jersey number 47.
He's all there. I mean, look, those legs are like redwoods. I mean, look at those things.
Yeah.
He is put together.
No pickup on first down, so it's 2nd down and 10. The ball's on the near hash mark. 2 backs. They're going to hand it off on a little jet sweep play, trying to get the corner, and he does get the corner for a couple of yards on the ball carrier, Kyron Carey, the sophomore, and he'll actually get to the 40-yard line in around the I'm looking at the wrong official. They're going to give him the 37, so a couple of yards, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 8 as we now have 2:53 to play here in the first quarter.
So, again, I'm a little freaked out about this whole them moving up to 6A thing, Chris. I mean, I really am.
Well, that's why U.S. Grant and Capitol Hill had to get out of playing district football.
Could that be where they're heading?
Could be. I think they're going to give it a shot, with more numbers, maybe more kids. And we have a 3rd down and 8 play here, try to run on the left side, and there's going to be 3 Blue Jays to bring down the running back number 7, Juan Avila. He's a sophomore, good-looking kid, but not much on the play, getting to the 41-yard line. Going to bring up 4th down and 4. Northwest Classen will punt the football away, and, from me, my perspective, I like to see Northwest Classen keep their offense on the field and try to get these 4 yards because you're already down 13-0. You're going to be at a big deficit tonight. And what's the difference between a 40-yard drive and a 70-yard drive?
Yeah, I mean, that's the and they can't seem to get the snap back.
This is an end-over-end punt. Filled it, and they're caught at the 35-yard line. So the Blue Jays, for the first time, will take an offensive snap on their own side of the field. 2:08 to play, quarter number 1, 13-0 Jays. South Point Baptist Church scoreboard update. Bishop McGinnis strikes first tonight in Piedmont. Score there 7-0. Last night, Lawton Eisenhower defeated Guyman 37-21 in 5A2 action. Altus leads Western Heights 13-0. Skytook leads Claremore 14-0. And Ardmore's in Duncan tonight. Ardmore 6, Duncan 0. Blue Jays to the line of scrimmage. 1st down and 10 from their own 35-yard line. You look at the fields right now before it's muddy on the right side, but clean on the left side. That's about to change.
It is quite a shot.
1st and 10 from the 35. Halftime in formation. Hand off to Barber. Last time he touched it, he went 37. He'll get to the 40. He'll pick up 5 on the run there. 2nd down and 5.
Chris, this is one of the reasons why I go out on the limb, throw my hat into the Piedmont, never done it before, never changed my prediction. McGinnis scores again, 15-0.
15-0. Of course, Parker and I picked Bishop McGinnis to win tonight.
You did. You guys are going to be right again. I don't like the fact that Parker just picks whoever you pick. I think that's a little childish. 2nd
down and 5. Raines will run on the left side. He'll have a first out to 45, get in the midfield in the Classen territory, and he'll be tackled in around the Knights' 48-yard line. Nice run of about 12 yards for Josh Raines. The Jays will have a fresh set of downs. Clock stopped momentarily at 1:27 here in the first quarter. To be honest, when we pick our games on the high school huddle, which you can hear on 93.7 FM each and every Wednesday night, 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, we alternate who goes first. So
we do.
Sometimes he doesn't know who I'm going to pick.
Just on the obvious games is when he goes first.
All right. 1st down and 10. Barber, big hole across the 40. Still on his feet to the 35. And he'll get in around the 32-yard line. 16-yard run for Barber. And he's in the running for our North Church Player of the Game. Early part of this one.
Running hard, looking good. Hey, Chris, this Broken Arrow UConn. Did you see that score?
I did not.
UConn 14, Broken Arrow 13.
Remember, Edmond Santa Fe went to Broken Arrow and won last week, took down the defending state champions.
I mean, it's something's going on, right? I mean, this has been an odd year.
1st down and 10, 2 receivers. It'll be Raines running on the right side to the 30, to the 25, and down at the 24. 3 Knights bring him down, but not after a nice chunk of yards there by Josh. And if the Blue Jays want to like, they can take the next snap in the second quarter. 27 seconds on the game clock, 29 on the play clock. Josh Strange with shoulder pads out on the left side. Kay Gugelsberg fixes that as Guthrie comes to the line of scrimmage with 14 on the game clock. 2nd down and 3, 7-yard pickup for Josh. One receiver each side, Kay Gugelsberg and Jalen Allison. I'll hand it off to Barber. He's going to be hit for a loss beyond the 30-yard line. That's the way we'll end quarter number 1. Josh Raines and Barber get touchdowns in quarter number 1 to have a 13-0 lead. Jays over Northwest Classen. We'll take a timeout, come back with second quarter action. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football on Hot 93.7 FM, KSBI.
Sonic has every slush flavor someone could ever want.
This is basically slush headquarters.
For sour blue raspberry plans world domination.
Well, not if Lemonberry has anything to say about it.
Oh, Lemonberry, you're already sour. Come to the sour side.
Never. I'll never join you.
Refreshment just got colorful with new slush flavors like blue raspberry made with Nerds candy. And start your day with the 99-cent morning drink stop.
Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33.
This is how you Sonic.
You can buy a pre-owned car, truck, SUV, or van anywhere. But why would you buy one without a guarantee? At John Vance Auto Group, our pre-owned vehicles come with our lifetime engine, transmission, and other powertrain components guarantee at no charge. Now that's peace of mind. We offer some of the lowest interest rates, too.
Everything you've heard about John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
John Vance Auto Group.
Set for second quarter action along with Brenton Drake, Mason Russell, Greg Flick, Braden Russell, Aaron Ryburn, Parker Burnett, Phil Nichols. I'm Chris Evans along with Daryl Jones in our Stillwater studio. We get set for second quarter action. Guthrie 13, Northwest Classen 0. Blue Jays now moving right to left on your radio dial. It is homecoming 2019 here in week number 8. And Phil, I really can't remember the last time a homecoming game was so late in the year.
Yeah, late in the year. It's going to be, we may not do it this way anymore.
No. Raines wants to throw for the first time. Has a man. It's caught at the 30 to the 25 to the near side 20 to the 15. That's Justin Adams as he just runs over Northwest Class 9. He's pushed out of bounds at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 yards. And in the first quarter, Guthrie held Northwest Classen to just 8 yards of offense while piling up over just over 100 yards in quarter number 1.
Yeah, and Justin Adams made that great little one-handed catch there out of the backfield and turned it up. You know, Justin, we've seen Justin a lot in the tailback position over the last 3 years. Of course, had a broken arm. I believe last year he broke his arm and been primarily on defense this year, but has moved over in the last couple weeks to the offensive side of the ball.
1st and 10 from the Northwest Classen 12-yard line. Raines will try to run for it, trying to get the corner. There's a couple of flags. 2 officials saw the same thing. Josh breaks a tackle, stays on his feet to the 10, inside the 5, but will it stand? Close to a 10-yard run, but 2 officials had flags at the same time about when Josh made his first move on the right side. And if this goes against the Blue Jays, it will be the first penalty of the night. And it will be a holding penalty against the Jays. And actually, that's the second penalty. And that'll back him up.
If I'd had a flag, I'd have thrown it too. I think we all saw it.
Yeah.
On one that, you know, quickly becoming my favorite player. You're seeing a lot of guys out here that we've seen historically on the defensive side. I think it's smart what the staff's doing, giving some of these kids a look on the different side of the ball to see, you know, what they can do going into next year. And you know, and it's weird for us to talk about that, you know, doing those kind of things at this time of the year. We're usually talking about trying to win the district, or, you know, for darn sure at least getting ready for playoff time, and that's looking less and less like that's going to happen this year for the Jays.
Penalty back to the 23-yard line. 1st down and 21. Barber fumbles it for a second, gets it back, but then there's a couple of knights that will push him backwards and loses a yard. Nice tackle there for Northwest Classen's number 20, L.T. Taylor. That's a good football name, Phil.
That's a great Taylor.
L.T. Taylor.
In relation to Lawrence, you think?
He hopes so.
Yeah. That is a good football name.
Blue Jays can get one more first down in around the 2-yard line, but they're going backwards right now as the ball will be marked at the 25-yard line. 2nd down. 10:40 to play until the Golden Chick halftime show. 2 receivers to the far side. The ball goes through the hands of Raines on the snap, trying to pick it up, and simply falls on it. Probably the right thing to do. He had a couple of Northwest Classen Knights chasing him down, but it's going to be a loss of 15 yards all the way back to the 40-yard line. And 3rd down and ball hauls upcoming.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we've talked about. You put a little drive together, you start getting some things going, and then have these mistakes. Now, you have to say the Blue Jays are playing without, I believe, three starters on offense, 2 for injuries and 1 for an off-the-field situation. But it's it's tough. It's tough.
3rd down and 37. The ball goes through hands of Raines again, picks it up at midfield, runs with it, breaks the tackle of 45, driven out of bounds at the 40, and it's going to be another yard loss on the play. So upcoming is 4th down and 38.
Wow.
So what do you do if you're offensive coordinator Jason Rice and you're looking at a 4th down and 38? Blue Jays had it in around the 13-yard line, Phil, and they've gone backwards on this drive here. And I mean, the football's obviously wet, and it's gone through the hands of Raines on these snaps.
I was going to say that football is probably the second wettest thing on the field. I'm pretty sure Josh is the wettest thing down there. Look at that kid. He's soaked.
Now he's going to line up in punt formation. Yeah, he is. I mean,
he's soaked.
It's a low snap. Punts it away. First punt of the night for Guthrie. Bounces at the 20. Rose to the 14-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Northwest Classen Knights, as Northwest Classen has been unable to flip the field as all their drives have started in around the 20-yard line. 9:38. They've had the punt the football in each of their possessions so far.
Yeah, I'm looking down here at the sideline with Josh and the coaching staff trying to figure out something. It's obviously, and they've got every towel, I think, in Logan County down there trying to keep people dry, but it's going to be tough tonight, like you said. There's just not a lot you can do about it.
We'll go down to Parker here in just a second. 2-back set for the Northwest Class tonight. In the middle of the 2 running backs is Samuel Moreland, the quarterback. He wears jersey 1, hands it off. Trying to go on the right side, big number 7, Juan Avila. He'll pick up a few yards across the 15 up to the 17. And Parker, I don't know if Josh Raines brought some extra pants to the stadium tonight, but it might be a good idea at halftime.
They might have to go get him a different jersey or something. I mean, it literally looks like he jumped in a pool. I mean, he's probably 10 pounds heavier right now than when he started the game.
Parker Burnett on our Ace Electric sideline report. 2nd down and 7 as the band plays on. 3 receivers to the far side. 2nd down 7 from the 17. Ball's on the near hash mark. Wants to throw it, goes downfield. Dangerous pass. It's just up in the air, and it does fall to the turf. J.D. Kuhnfield on the coverage, and there were 2 Knights and there were 2 Blue Jays there for a little bit. The intended receiver, I'm not sure if it was DJ Hall or Juan Avila, but could have been an interception.
Yeah, I mean, it was just, and again, wet field, but it looked more like a punt the way it was coming in. And I was waiting for one of them to maybe fair catch that thing and see if it worked. But no, it's going to be tough going down there if you're going to try to throw the ball tonight. Even as we've seen, even if you're laying up in a shotgun situation, it's going to be tough to take the ball. So it's going to be an interesting night offensively for both teams.
Levi Wilson on the left side of Moreland, the quarterback. I'll hand it off to Wilson, and he'll go from the 17 to about the 17, I think. No pickup there on 3rd down and 7. And so that'll bring up 4th down and 7. 8:41, 8:40 to play in quarter number 2. Guthrie 13, Northwest Classen 0. And the Knights will have to punt it away, I think, for the 4th time in 4 offensive drives.
Yeah, I mean, this is already one of those games where you hope the kids are able to have a little bit of success down there. But this is an interesting score, Chris. Carl Albert 7, Woodward 7, 2nd quarter.
Of course, bring back Parker in a different playing field there tonight, Parker.
Yeah, and I think before the game they had a bunch of snow. They actually brought some shovels out and cleared the lines out to make a little pavement for him. So hey, go Woodward.
A couple inches of snow in Woodward as the punt is picked up by Allison at midfield. He'll get to the 45 and he'll be down in around the 40-yard line. About a 10-yard return for Jalen Allison. Guthrie have a 1st down and 10 right where they had it when they had to punt the football away just a few short plays ago. Yeah, several inches of rain not rain. Rain here, but snow in Woodward. And so we'll see how Carl Everett handles that tonight. Edmond Memorial is at Enid tonight, Phil.
Yeah.
Edmond Memorial out on top of the Plainsmen, 13-0.
Yeah, and that's
both teams looking for their first win.
Yeah, I had a little grief thrown my way. My prediction Wednesday night by my good friend Dave Evans. Of course, I always regret my picks right after I make them. Not good.
Penalty on the play at midfield. So instead of starting at the Northwest Classen 40, Guthrie will start at their own 39-yard line. Josh up the middle, bounces to the outside. He's already to the 45, now midfield in front of the Guthrie bench. Cuts it at the 45, down at the 43-yard line as we see the soggy field play a factor in there. But your picks, though, Phil, you're now over 500 on your picks.
Well, I was. I'm not feeling real good about this week. To your point on Josh, the tackle was made by the turf on that play, no doubt about it. He went to plant his left foot to make a little cut and just nothing there. So terrible field conditions.
Guys, speaking of your picks, Phil, we'll have a South Point Baptist Church scoreboard update on one of your picks. Not looking good.
Oh, boy.
First down and 10. You change your mind again. Barber with the handoff as he'll go from the 44-yard line up to the 41. A 3-yard pickup. I'll let Parker bring in the score here. Let him take a jab if he has to at you. Parker, South Point Baptist Church scoreboard update.
No jab here. I'm just.
Okay. You're a professional. Okay, I understand.
McGinnis is
not.
Luke Tarman. That was a 39-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah.
They're up 22-0.
Well, I mean, Piedmont, this is strategy, Parker. What they're doing is they're simply spotting them.
Lull them to sleep.
Well, right. I mean, and they're going to come. Listen, Piedmont's a second-half team. We'll be okay.
22-0, Bishop McGinnis over Phil Nichols State Championship Piedmont Wildcat pick.
Well, I had to do it. I mean,
you had Carl Lambert up for 7 weeks of the season, and you switched just like that.
Well, I had to.
Second down and 7, range shotgun snap, runs on the right side across the 40 to the 35. First down, breaks a tackle across the 30 and down at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 13 yards for the junior quarterback. Blue Jays on top 13-0, trying to add to it here with 6.5 minutes to play in quarter number 2.
I catch a lot of grief, Chris, from you and Parker on a Wednesday night show, and I think we ought to just reserve that for Wednesday nights. I don't know any reason why we need to carry that over to Fridays.
UConn leads Broken Arrow 14-13. Jinx leads Norman 20-6. Did you go with Norman or Jinx in that one?
Jinx.
Okay, yeah. All right. You're on
got that one right.
You're on the good side there. First down and 10 from the 28-yard line. Raines again runs on the left side across the 25, and he'll dive to the 20-yard line. They'll give him the 20-yard line. 8-yard pickup as we hit the midway point of quarter number 2. Second down and 2 upcoming for the Blue Jay offense. Moving right to left on the radio dial, heading toward the 30-foot sandstone wall we call the Rock. Bixby leads Sand Springs 24-0. Bixby will look to stay undefeated tonight. Muskogee, losing last week to Shawnee, leads Booker T. Washington 7-0.
Wow.
Second down officially 1. Barber trying to get the first down, going backwards now all the way back to the 30. Needs to get to the 19 to get back to the line of scrimmage, and he's not going to get there. And he'll bring up third down for the Blue Jays. Looks like it's going to be third down and about 3 yards, as the next snap will be in around the 5-minute mark to play here in quarter number 2. Some more South Point Baptist Church scoreboard updates real quick. Stillwater leads PC West 27-0. Sure does look like we're headed to a Stillwater-Bixby final. Deer Creek leads Pump City 10-3. Those are some 6A2 scores. Third down and 3 for the Blue Jays. Ball's on the far hash marker from the Northwest Classen bench at the 21-yard line. One receiver to each side. Raines fumbles the ball, picks it up, runs with it, dumps it off. Pass caught at the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Justin Adams, did he get in? There's a fight. And they did say Josh. They did, okay.
Justin did get in.
They did signal touchdown Justin Adams on a little pass. There was a little, not necessarily a fight, but there was a lot of pushing between a Knight and a Blue Jay. Justin Adams in on the touchdown score. Good to see Justin back in the end zone.
Running hard.
He did run hard. Contact at the 5, driven the Knight back into the end zone. Miranda on for the PAT, trying to make it 20-0, 4.5 to go here in quarter number 2. Snap, hold, kick is no good, as the snap was a little to the right of Raines, who got it down just in time for the ball to be kicked, but kick was no good. So the score stays 19-0, 4:34 to play in quarter number 2. Timeout from Gelsma. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football on Hot 93.7 FM, KSBI.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Blue Jays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma, or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Blue Jays back on the scoreboard. Guthrie kicks right to left for the first time on the radio airwaves tonight. Ball filled at the 22-yard line on the near side, up to the 30, and down in around the 34-yard line. Northwest Classen with their best starting field position tonight. It'll be first down and 10. 21-yard touchdown pass. Josh Raines kind of dumped it off to Justin Adams. Justin did all the work of those 21 yards. As Guthrie goes 61 yards in 6 plays. A little over 3 minutes on the scoring drive. And so now with 4:13 to play here in quarter number 2, Guthrie 19, Northwest Classen 0. That is your John Vance Motors scoring summary.
Doesn't look good for my pickup in Enid, Christopher.
You pick the Enid Plainsman. Get a good shot of there, the rain falling here in Guthrie. Again, Hot 93.7 FM KSBI. If you want to watch the video broadcast of this, youtube.com/Guthrie News. First down and 10 for Northwest Classen. Again, from their own 33-yard line. A lot of play action here. The quarterback will keep it. And it'll be hit for a loss. Back at the 26-yard line, Turvey Williams with the tackle for loss.
Dick Turvey, 6'3", long arms, just a fabulous athlete. Like I said, when he turns it on, he's quite a handful, but great play there by Turvey.
Actually not a tackle, that was a sack. The quarterback kept that, so it's a six-yard loss. Northwest Classen takes a timeout. We'll do the same thing. 3:59 to go. Quarter number 2, Guthrie 19, Northwest Classen 0. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin, that's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. And we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
Hello, Blue Jay family. I'm Pastor Hetty. I want to invite you to North Church Guthrie, where you can expect fun, Bible-centered kids and student ministries, life-giving groups, engaging worship, and powerful messages. I would love to see you and your family at North Church Guthrie this Sunday at 9:30 or 11 a.m. at Guthrie Upper Elementary School, where our vision is to love God, love people, and follow Jesus. And remember, God loves you, and go win.
Northwest Classen, second down and 16, calling a timeout from their own 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll run it on the near side. Turvey Williams will, along with Chase Stoles, will now get the tackle for loss as the running back got that. And it's going to be a loss back at the 26-yard line, about a 1-yard loss. And so that'll bring up third down. We'll call it 17 yards to go for Northwest Classen. 3:39, 3:38 until the Golden Chick halftime show. We've been giving you a lot of scores, and we'll have a lot more scores here on the Golden Chick halftime show. Numbers, a little bit of stats. It's been a dominant performance here by the Guthrie defense as expected. We have a timeout on the field for equipment. We have a untied shoe fixing that. Don't want any flat tires out there.
Never seen that before.
Good look at the band there with the rain falling on them. Got to protect those instruments. How do instruments handle in the rain, Phil?
I don't know, Chris. How do they?
Craig Flake knows that. I do want to ask Craig that. I'm curious how that. There's a flag down on the snap. Pass downfield. It might be intercepted, and it almost was. It could have been pass interference on the offense as Caden Ballard-Stevenson almost had the interception, but it does fall to the turf. It's incomplete. There is a flag, and it will go against Northwest Classen on the illegal shift. And Craig, band instruments in the rain, how does that handle?
Brass instruments typically just shrug it off pretty easily. As long as it's not over a sustained period, they'll be fine. You do have some issues, though, if you're talking like clarinets, actually wooden instruments. If you see, they've got a little tent kind of canopy there.
Yes.
Those are over the percussion section, the drums and everything, because, those are wooden. They don't handle humidity quite as well as the brass instruments do, but the brass instruments will be just fine.
See, Phil, this is why we have all angles covered here.
I'm amazed.
And then our camera crew gets it right on the tent there, and it is a penalty again, false start on Northwest Classen. So Craig breaks down what equipment can or cannot get wet, and then our film crew gets right on top of that as well.
What's Parker do?
What's Parker do? Parker says he's freezing, Phil.
Parker needs toughen up. I'm still waiting. Is he wearing that hat that he said he was going to eat here a few weeks ago?
Parker, your hat.
I don't have it anymore. It is gone. I'm not going to tell you what happened. I may or may not have ate it, but.
Punt away. Fair catch called and brought in at the 47-yard line. Be first down and 10. See, for our radio audience out there, Parker's muted, so it doesn't go on the air, and he gets pretty tough. And then I unmute him. It's like Church Parker.
He talks some serious smack when nobody can hear him.
But it's so good how he goes from that level to the church level in a snap of a finger. That's impressive.
Oh, yeah.
That's different level stuff.
It is, and I like to give Parker a hard time. My wife got on to me a little bit the other day. She said, I'll finish this there after this play.
First and 10 for Guthrie as they take over from the Northwest Classen 47-yard line. Josh wants to throw, has a man wide open. It's Caden, and they can't connect at the 20-yard line. Josh, a couple yards strong with the pass.
Yeah, it looked like, that's 6 points if he hits it. But
yeah,
really, overall, a good execution on the play.
Yeah,
just
good route for Caden.
Yep, good. And really not a bad pass. Very good, tight-looking pass. But I was going to tell you, my beautiful bride, Miss Tanya, came home and Wednesday, and she looked at me, and the way she looked at me, I knew she had listened to the show. And she said, Parker's a very nice young man. You need to get off him. That's what she told me. So I told her I would, but I know she's asleep right now. So
second down and 10, Josh Raines direct snap. He'll run it with on the right side. He'll get to the 40. It's a pickup of 7. Third down and 3 upcoming from the Knights 40-yard line. 2:36 and rolling until halftime. Guthrie 19, Northwest Classen 0. Craig mentioned earlier the weather, the rain will continue throughout the night. A lot of umbrellas, and got to give the crowd a lot of credit.
Yeah.
A good crowd here for the conditions that we're playing under. Josh first down across the 35, carrying a couple of Knights to the 33. Pickup of 7 yards. Clock will stop for the change to get set at 2:03. Guthrie trying to add to a 19-0 lead.
And obviously, as we thought, very fast football game.
Yes.
Very fast football game.
Maybe not enough scoring to have a running clock. We thought maybe a running clock might come into play in the second half, but 19-0, maybe 26-25-0, maybe. Might not be there. First down and 10 for the Jays. Raines will run with it up the middle and slips. And he had a hole there on the right side of the line of scrimmage. Guthrie calls a timeout with 1:43. Josh able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And we'll go ahead and keep it here. I don't want to miss the play. I think this might be a short timeout here. This was just to stop the clock. As, again, if you're watching our video feed there, good crowd, a good shot of the band.
Who's on that? Who's got that shot?
Is that Aaron's? Yeah, that's Aaron's camera there.
Great shot, Aaron.
You see the rain and the The band members not in uniform, obviously, tonight.
Right.
They got a big performance. State championship hopefully coming their way tomorrow in Mustang as they compete at 1:30 tomorrow.
I'd encourage people if you're not planning or if that's something you want to go to. I mean, it really is a lot of fun. Band competitions, I didn't really know what to expect. They're a lot of fun. I mean, they're a lot of fun.
And at Mustang, they had the field turf, so that'll help.
Great facilities over there. Yep.
Out of the timeout, it's 2nd down and 10 for the Jays from the Northwest Classen 32-yard line. Ball's inside the near hash mark. Raines, ball goes through his hands again, picks it up, runs with it at the 40 to the 35 to the line of scrimmage, now to the 30 to the far side, 25, 20, first down, 15, breaks the tackle there, 10 to the 5, touchdown. Josh Raines, 32 yards out, and that was a unique run there by Josh Raines.
That's all effort right there, and of course the kids on the outside did a great job blocking downfield, and Josh is in for 6. It's you love to see kids that play so hard like Josh does get a payoff there.
25-0 after the 32-yard run by Raines. A minute 27. See if the Jays can connect on this PAT. Make it 26-0. Josh Raines coming over the sideline. I had it the entire time, boys. I've been setting up that ball through my hands all night long. Miranda on for the PAT on the left side of your radio dial. Snap, hold, kick. This one looks good, and it is. Jays increased their lead now, 26-0. 1:27 to play until the Golden Chick halftime show. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football on Hot 93.7 FM, KSBI.
Have you heard the big news here in Guthrie? You know the Guthrie Tag Agency is your local source for all your vehicles, boats, ATVs, trailers, titles, registrations, and of course driver's license renewals and replacements. But now, the Guthrie Tag Agency helps with driver's road test. That's right, take your road test right here in Guthrie. No more trips to Edmond or Stillwater or Enid. Call and schedule your appointment at 282-3873. Guthrie Tag Agency, open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturdays from 9 to noon.
F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Blue Jays gone 1 minute, 27-second drive, and wouldn't you know it, minute 27 left on the game clock here in quarter number 2. Guthrie increasing their lead now 26-0 over Northwest Classen. We'll have that scoring summary after Miranda's kick goes right to left on your radio dial. Here comes the return, bounces at the 20, picked up at the 18. Quickly back to the 20, now coming to the near side, backpedaling to the 22, and piled up at the 24-yard line. Kel Kaufman on the tackle for the Blue Jays. Blue Jays go 47 yards on 5 plays. 32-yard touchdown run by Josh Raines. It's actually more than that, as Josh was in a shotgun. The ball went through his hands, picked it up, ran probably 40-45 yards for the touchdown, but it's officially 32-yard run, and now with a minute 20 to play until halftime, Guthrie 26, Northwest Classen 0. That is your John Vance Motors scoring summary. John Vance Motors, where it's comfortable to buy a truck
or car.
First down and 10 for Northwest Classen. 2 backs with the quarterback. 2 receivers, 1 man into motion now. I'll hand it off, almost fumbled. And Blue Jays will hit for a tackle for loss in the backfield. I'm not sure if they're going to give that officially the J.D. Kuhnfield or big. They're going to give it to 44, Nicky Boyster. Excuse me, that's Cole Madison, jersey number 44. Guthrie spins a timeout, stops it with a minute 9, and Northwest Classen's had a lot of 3 and outs here, Phil. Yeah. So Guthrie thinking they can get one more score here at halftime.
Yeah, and now the running clock might be in play. If they get it back, score again, going to go up. I think that could be in play in the second half. If that's the case, we could be broke down at home by 9:30.
No one's complaining here, right?
Well, I mean, unless you want to go do something after the game.
It is homecoming.
Homecomer.
Usually asleep by 10, though. Well,
me?
On game nights.
Oh, yeah. That's late.
Whether you're at home or on the radio or driving back.
When it's sleepy time, it's sleepy time.
Right now, Phil, looking at the official rain total in the last 24 hours, Guthrie has received 1.32 inches of rain.
You know, I was talking to Rob Hudson.
So far.
I was talking to the Honorable Rob Hudson this morning. And
Robert L. Hudson.
And
why'd you stand up?
Well, he's right next to us, Chris. I'm a little nervous. See, I don't know if you know this or not, but a guy like me, Rob serves on the bench of the appeals court. Criminal appeals court. Good to have friends on that.
He can put you in jail or out of jail.
You never know. You never know. So, but he hit a little over 3 inches out of his farm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second down and 13. The ball goes to the quarterback's hands of Northwest Classen. He picks it up, gets across the 20, and will not get. He'll get a little past the line of scrimmage there. And we're talking about Samuel Moreland, the junior. And Guthrie spins another timeout, stops it with 1:01. So this will be a third down, and we'll call it 12 yards upcoming for Northwest Classen. We'll go ahead and keep it here. We don't want to miss any of the action here. But again, stay tuned. Golden Chick halftime show. We'll have our South Point Baptist Church scoreboard update, and we'll look at some of the first half stats and, of course, the first half scoring summary as well. Coming up on the Golden Chick halftime show.
Yeah, this is going to be a weird wrestling season for a lot of us. Coach Stevenson, of course, longtime Guthrie head coach, did great things with the program. Did what I really respect. Stepped away from coaching to spend more time with his family, which I respect. But it's a lot of sad people.
Well, and some new faces in the booster club as well. So it's a whole new look there. But
talked to Ace the other day when I walked in. He was laying in the fetal position, sucking his thumb, missing wrestling so much. So it's tough.
But they're in the room right now, getting ready for their season. Of course, basketball practicing right now, getting ready for their upcoming season as well, as we hit the 8th week of the high school football season. And before you know, there will be the smell of popcorn and hot dogs in the gymnasium.
Of course, we've always tried to follow Guthrie wrestling as much as we can, and I hope that's something we do a lot this year as well. It's always a lot of fun.
Third down and 12 for Northwest Classen, and we have another timeout. We do. Northwest Classen takes their final timeout, so both teams out of timeouts here, and I don't know if Guthrie's going to be able to get this ball back or not. Best case scenario, maybe 10, 15 seconds. Best case scenario. So it might not play out to the way the Jays had hoped to, but you never know until you get there. So
might have a return, might get our first special teams touchdown of the year.
I mean, you can't take the timeouts with you. So
no.
For our video crew or video audience, you get a good look there at the field, and that's actually probably a decent part of the field right now, as there's definitely some areas that are becoming muddy between the hashes.
Where I grew up, my grandpa Nichols took care of the football field, and anytime it rained, we'd be out doing pregame. Grandpa would be out there spreading seed.
Yeah.
And everybody'd give me a hard time. And I said, well, I'm scared of my grandpa, so I'm not going to say anything to him.
Well, if you look at the baseball field, the rye is starting to pop there a little bit.
It is. But, Grandpa would always say, that's the best cultivation in the world. You get that seed down, you little knuckleheads get out there running around. That's good for it. So, interesting. You hit the ground, you come up, you got seed all over your face.
You weren't the knucklehead, were you?
Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
Third down and 12 from the 23. Northwest Classen. Two-back set, wants to throw the football. This would be great for the Jays if you get an incomplete pass or a tackle for he fumbles the football and goes down at the 19-yard line. If you're Northwest Classen, I think that's the best-case scenario because the clock runs. That would have stopped the clock if you throw an incomplete pass or run out of bounds. Then Guthrie has 50 seconds to work with, but now it's going to be a lot less than that.
Well, I think, like I said, best-case scenario now is we return it to the yard. That's probably our I won't say our only chance, but that's probably our best chance.
Northwest Classen, if they're smart here, can take delay a game and leave 11 seconds on the game clock and then kick it away so you don't have a return, and then Guthrie has 7 or 8 seconds to basically take a knee.
It's like they're going to hurry up and get the playoff, though, Chris.
7 on the play clock. They do snap it. It's the best snap of the night. It's a high but short punt. It'll bounce at the 42, takes a Northwest Classen bounce across the 45 down to the 47. And Guthrie will have 7 seconds to work with here, so we'll see if Guthrie can get a pass downfield. Hey, we saw Kaden Ballard-Stevenson run a good route. See if that happens here. Of course, Northwest Classen will probably have a couple safeties back there.
It's definitely time to sorry. He's got a text from our good friend Jeff Chappell.
He says
he's just giving us a weather update.
Loves the broadcast.
Loves the broadcast, giving us a weather update from his perspective.
First down and 10. Guthrie from the 47-yard line on the near hash mark. 3 receiver set. Play action. Josh looking for Caden, and he's open. It's caught at the 25. He's at the 20. One guy to beat. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Guthrie.
Wow.
That's why you call the timeouts.
See, what scares me is you that's exactly what you call. That does scare, right down to the point where you said they're going to get the ball back with like 7 seconds.
Yeah.
Of course, Caden Ballard-Stevenson, they could. That's scary. Good job, Christopher.
Jersey 7, Caden, he runs good routes.
Yeah.
We saw it there. Then the yards after catch gets him into the end zone. Score now 32-0. There's no game time left. So after this kick here, we will have halftime. There is an injured Classen player down, jersey number 7. He's been a busy guy too tonight. Sophomore. Hope he's okay. Juan
Just give it up, Chris.
Yeah. I had
nothing to see here. Just walk along.
Yala.
Let me see. What we got?
Where are you going to go there?
Ayala.
Okay.
Ayala.
Hopefully he's okay.
You got any scoring updates for me, Chris? I can't seem to find
We're saving those for halftime.
I'm nervous.
We're going to be able to give a bunch of scoring updates here.
I spent exactly 1 week above 500.
Well, you're still 500 right now until about, 10 o'clock tonight?
Yeah. It's been a tough year, Chris.
Parker and I are above 80% on our picks.
There's an asterisk next to Parker's, and you know it is, and I don't know why you encourage him. He's 1 in 20 or 1 in 19 over the last 2 weeks. The worst run of 2 weeks in the history of our program on Wednesday nights. Parker?
He's talking to people. He can't hear you. Oh, he's ignoring you. Never mind.
Oh, well, that's probably wise.
Here comes Miranda on for the PAT. Kicking against the rock. It's a high snap. It's down, though. The kick is up, and it is good. And that's the way we'll go into the locker room. Miranda with the extra point makes it a 33-0 halftime score. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, it's the Golden Chick halftime show. Might be a little bit of an extended halftime show tonight due to homecoming festivities, but we'll see. Again, halftime score, Guthrie 33, Northwest Classen 0. Timeout from Gelsma Stadium. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football. At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
Sonic has every slush flavor someone could ever want.
This is basically slush headquarters.
Where sour blue raspberry plans world domination.
Well, not if Lemonberry has anything to say about it.
Oh, Lemonberry, you're already sour. Come to the sour side.
Never. I'll never join you.
Refreshment just got colorful with new slush flavors like blue raspberry made with Nerds candy. And start your day with the 99-cent morning drink stop.
Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33.
This is how you Sonic.
FCC is the place to be. At First Christian Church, we love to come out and support our Guthrie Blue Jays and be all in. All in investing in our students, our athletes, our families, our communities, and our faith. We would love to see you Sundays at 10:30 for worship. And as always, go Blue Jays.
This is Craig Fleck. Stay tuned after the break. Phil Nichols will join me for first half stats and more on the Golden Chick Halftime Show.
Need a maintenance check or an emergency repair on a heating or cooling unit? Longbow Heat and Air is available to handle all your heating, cooling, and ventilation needs, offering customers 24/7 emergency services. Longbow Heat and Air is local, part veteran owned and operated. Call today at 405-990-3250. Welcome back. 93.7 FM KSBI. Homecoming 2019 here in Guthrie, Oklahoma. Halftime score, Guthrie Blue Jays 33, Northwest Classen 0. We welcome you on this cold Friday night here on Hot 93.7 FM KSBI, along with Daryl Jones,
back in our Stillwater studio. Britton Drake, Mason Russell on our cameras tonight. Aaron Ryburn directing us. Braden Russell is on the graphics this evening. Craig Fleck on the stats. Of course, Parker Burnett down on our sideline, presented by Ace Electric. My partner, Phil Nichols. I'm Chris Evans again, Guthrie 33. Northwest Classen 0. Let's go over the first half scoring summary, presented by John Vance Motors. It was all Guthrie, as expected here tonight. Blue Jays jumped out to a 6-0 lead on their opening drive, a 3-yard touchdown run by Josh Raines on 4th down. Guthrie goes 7 plays, 32 yards, 2 minutes and 23 seconds on the drive. Midway through the first quarter, Guthrie 6, Northwest Classen 0. About 3 minutes later, with 3:42 to play in the first quarter, it would actually be the end of the first quarter. Guthrie had a 13-0 lead. It was a 37-yard touchdown run by Kentoris Barber. It was on first down. Took him 14 seconds to do it. Again, Guthrie 13, Northwest Classen 0 after quarter number 1. Blue Jays got 3 touchdowns there in the second quarter. The first one was a 21-yard touchdown pass. Josh Raines to Justin Adams. Adams did most of the work there as he ran it into the north end zone. 32-yard touchdown run by Josh Raines into the north end zone. 5 plays, 47 yards, under a minute and a half to get into the end zone. And then right at halftime, Guthrie used their defensive timeouts to get the football back. And they got the ball back with 7 seconds to play in the quarter. Caden Ballard-Stevenson able to get open. Josh Raines delivered a great ball to Caden. And then Caden did a little bit of work the final 15 yards to get into the end zone. Extra point was good, and that's where we stand right now. Guthrie 33, Northwest Classen 0. Of course, the Homecoming 2019, they had the Homecoming Royalty, and right now the Guthrie High School Hall of Fame members are being introduced. And there's one of them, if you're watching our screen, youtube.com/Guthrie News. Dante Foster going into the Hall of Fame. Of course, one of the guidelines in the Guthrie High School Hall of Fame, you have to wait 10 years to be into the ballot process, and Dante made it in on his first try.
Yeah, well,
first ballot Hall of Famer.
I think you're looking at the best all-around athlete ever to play in Guthrie sports in the history of Guthrie. Three sports stud, and had a great collegiate career. Made the practice roster for the Vikings in the NFL.
A couple
years. Just a rock solid kid. I guess man now. Boy, we're getting old. Newly married, new daddy. He's got a lot going on right now, but just a fabulous inductee.
And oh, by the way, the all-time leading receiver at Ohio University.
Not too bad.
Of course, Emily Johnson. Emily Davis Emily Davis Johnson, great basketball player here in Guthrie. Jamie Theobald, a cross-country state champion, individual state champion, and a team champion. She is one of the best. And then Dr. Nate Brown, a state champion golfer, also state championship on the team as well.
All-American in college.
At East Central University, of course, has a dentist practice here in Guthrie and some surrounding areas as well. And, of course, the 1989 state championship baseball team. 30 years ago, Phil, they won the state championship at OU. The game was delayed because of weather. They had to hold up graduation for the baseball team to get here. They put their caps and gowns over the baseball uniforms, and that's how they graduated. And there's a great shot there on your screen if you're watching at youtube.com/Guthrie News.
That really is. And I want to point out Rick Michoud in that shot. Coach Rick Michoud. He's in the Hall of Fame as a coach. Or, excuse me, as a coach individually. He's in the Hall of Fame with the 02 and the 08 football teams. He's in the Hall of Fame. He's in the Hall of Fame, or he has kids. 2 of his former teammates or players right now. 3, well, actually, all of them but the girls. His team were his student athletes, and he'll probably have a golf team that'll ultimately someday be in the Hall of Fame as well. So just a great class, and you and I are both lucky enough to be involved in that committee and be able to help and just be a part of that. It's just a lot of fun. So.
Another cool thing with the 89 state championship team, of course, Kendall Young was the second baseman on that state championship team, which was so far the only baseball state championship team in Guthrie history. But Kendall Young got up and spoke today at a banquet at the Sports Museum, said he was choked up. His brother was in the Hall of Fame. His dad's in the Hall of Fame. and now I'm in the Hall of Fame. So it was a pretty cool moment there.
That is a cool moment.
At the Sports Museum. Of course, the lady that guided it all was their mother and the wife of Coach Young, Gladys Young, in the audience, and Siobhan Young, who
could very well
be there. She's getting close, so maybe it'll be all the Youngs into the Hall of Fame before too long, as Siobhan was a pretty good cheerleader for Oklahoma State University. Well, we need to take our opening time out here on the Golden Chick Halftime Show. When we come back, we'll take a look at the first half stats. We'll also take a look at scores from around the state of Oklahoma and the South Point Baptist Church scoreboard update. Halftime score here, Guthrie 33, Northwest Classen 0. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin, that's where the golden tenders come from, marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. And we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
The Golden Chick Halftime Show rolls on with the John Vance Auto Group scoring summary right after this.
There's one big difference between Vance Auto Group and the other dealers: transparency. We show all the discounts and rebates on our website long before you arrive. See your monthly payment, your current vehicle's value, Carfax, and everything about the vehicle you're interested in buying. You can even buy any vehicle, new or pre-owned, without leaving home, right from our website. Buy with transparency at the John Vance Auto Group.
John Vance Auto Group.
Golden Chick Halftime Show continues here on Hot 93.7 FM KSBI. Again, homecoming 2019 as the Queens and attendance being introduced here on the field at Jelsma Stadium. Looks like they're moving pretty quick. Of course, it's raining here in Guthrie, so the gentlemen are carrying the umbrellas for the ladies. So that's
very nice.
You know, it's one of those deals that you'll remember. It was cold, wet, rainy when we had homecoming.
Yeah, you'll definitely remember the day. There's no doubt. But of course, these games, it's nice. I think 3 of the young men that are participating are on the football team, and a game like this, not a whole lot of adjustments need to be made right now, so works for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely, and we're getting some good shots there of the royalty court there. There's Miss Throckmorton. But real quickly, let's take a look at the South Point Baptist Church scoreboard update. We'll start in Class 6A football. Westmore is at Edmond Santa Fe tonight. Westmore leads the Santa Fe Wolves 14-10 at halftime. Owasso's in Mustang tonight. Owasso, #1 team in 6A football, undefeated. Lead the Broncos by a score of 14-3. Tulsa Union leads Norman North 28-0 in the second quarter. Moore leads Pump City North 7-6. Southmore leads Edmond North 10-7. Southmore, looking for the first victory of the year, has a 3-point lead. A good one in Broken Arrow again this week. UConn leads Broken Arrow 28-20. Remember, Edmond Santa Fe defeated the Tigers last week. Jinx leads Norman 27-13. Edmond Memorial looking for the first win. Enid also looking for the first win. Right now it's all Bulldogs at halftime, 21-0. Take a look at some scores in 6A2 football. Del City, the only team to beat Bishop McGinnis this year, leads Midwest City at halftime 7-0. Lawton leads Choctaw 21-14. Ponca City looking for victory #4 on the year. They lead Bartlesville 23-21. Bixby shutting out Sand Springs at the half 45-0. Deer Creek over Putnam City in the second quarter 26-3. Stillwater at PC West tonight on top of the Patriots 35-0. Almost dropped that one there. Sapulpa leads Shawnee at halftime 20-7. Of course, Shawnee coming off that emotional victory over Muskogee. And speaking of Muskogee, the Ruffers lead Booker T. Washington in the second quarter by a score of 7-6. We'll dip down to Class 5A football scores. Altus leads Western Heights 40-0. Pryor leading Collinsville at halftime 14-13. That's one of the top games in 5A for sure this evening. Coweta leads Tulsa Hill at half 42-0. Skytook at Claremore leads at 14-7 at halftime. Last night, Lawton Eisenhower defeated Guyman 37-21. In Woodward, with snow on the field, Carl Albert leads Woodward 28-7. El Reno looking to go to 7-1 on the year, leads Southeast 42-0. El Reno, is that right?
Yep.
They've only lost one game?
Lost one game.
Just doesn't sound right.
Nope.
Ardmore leads Duncan 19-0. Bishop Kelly leads Ada 7-0 at halftime. Noble leads Lawton MacArthur in the second quarter 15-10. Tahlequah all over East Central 35-3 in the second quarter. Tulsa Memorial leads Tulsa Rogers 8-0. And Durant leads Glenpool 14-7. Oh, did I skip one? I did. Bishop McGuinness, the game of the week in the state of Oklahoma. Bishop McGuinness leads Piedmont at halftime 22-0. So if McGuinness can hold on to that lead, Phil, and beat Piedmont tonight. We've already seen Piedmont beat Carl Albert now in week 10 here in a couple weeks. If Carl Albert can beat McGuinness, that's a three-way tie, and you come down to points, which right now McGuinness has all 15 district points right now.
Right.
Piedmont only got the +4 over Carl Albert.
Yeah. Well, and I think, we talked a little bit in the pregame, but District 5A2 is definitely represented well across the state in 5A, and you get in the playoffs. It looks like McGuinness is going to win that game. I still like my Piedmont pick because you don't know how things are going to line up. You don't know. A lot happens in the playoffs, so we shall see.
Sounds like Miss Sumo just won the homecoming queen as the homecoming queen.
Well,
the Blue Jays crowning her. Must be official.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to her. She's either freezing cold or in disbelief.
I think there's a couple of things going on here. She's wet, she's cold, and she's excited. That's outstanding. So
congratulations to her.
Great shot there.
Absolutely. Halftime score, Guthrie 33, Northwest Classen 0. We'll continue on with the Golden Chick halftime show after this timeout. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football on Hot 93.7 FM, KSBI.
When it comes to Guthrie Blue Jay athletics, Hayes Funeral Home is a proud supporter from the first game all the way to the championship game. Along with many years of experience in funeral service, the Hayes family brings compassion and professional service during difficult times. Owners Chuck and Lynette Hayes take pride in providing families and their loved ones quality care. Chuck and Lynette have not only supported families in the Guthrie area for countless years, but have supported Guthrie student athletes succeeding on the playing field and in the classroom. Hayes Funeral Home is located on the corner of Noble and Wentz, or simply give them a call at 405-282-3100. F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Hey Blue Jays, Pastor Mike Gatlin here from First Assembly of God. I'd like to invite you out to our services this Sunday at 10:45. And there's something for everyone here at First, from our babies to our senior saints. Our children's pastor, Rusty Nail, is always up to something great. Come out and enjoy great live praise and worship and anointed preaching. We hope to see you this Sunday at 1900 South Division, First Assembly, where great things are happening. Go Blue Jays.
Welcome back. Golden Chick halftime show rolls on here in Guthrie. Invite you to head out to Golden Chick. Hey, they're open late tonight and they're open early tomorrow morning. Get a good breakfast before heading watching some college football. Also, best of luck. We mentioned the band a couple times tonight as we take a look at the homecoming royalty with the umbrellas tonight. That's a pretty cool shot there by our camera operators, Mason Russell and Britton Drake tonight. But we mentioned the band a couple times competing. In fact, they're sacking up and getting ready to get an early shut-eye tonight to get ready to compete. But also, best of luck to the cross-country programs as they'll be running tomorrow in Sand Springs. Both programs, boys and girls, will have a chance of winning that regional. It'll be a tough regional, but they'll be one of the favorites to win the state championship meet next week. There's 4 or 5 teams on both sides that can win. It'll be a very heavily contested 5A meet for the boys and girls, but we don't want to forget them. And best of luck to the cross-country programs tomorrow in Sand Springs. Obviously, it's going to be a wet course, and they have not ran at Sand Springs. I'm not sure what the course is going to be. So, but they're pretty good athletes, and we'll see. Best of luck to them.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this, Chris. Our running programs right now at Guthrie are just doing a fabulous job, whether it's cross-country, track. And we've also seen the Guthrie golf team recognized down here on center, down in midfield several times over the last couple of years. But a lot of good things going on in Guthrie, and proud of the kids.
33-0, Guthrie on top of Northwest Classen. And we got a few minutes here. We'll bring in Craig Fleck and take a look at the first half stats between Guthrie and Northwest Classen.
Well, the stats are pretty reflective of the scoreboard right now as we look at Northwest Classen. -1 total yards of offense. Blue Jays 260 total yards. Coming on 29 plays. 9 yards per play. For Northwest Classen, 18 plays, that's -0.1 yards per play. Blue Jays, 85 yards through the air, 3 of 4 passing, 2 touchdowns. Rushing the football, 175 yards on 25 attempts. That's about 7 yards per carry for the Jays, and 28.3 through the air. As we look down, Blue Jays do have 3 penalties for 30 yards, 1 penalty against Classen for 5 yards. Neither team's turned the ball over so far, although the ball has hit the ground quite a bit in these wet conditions. Just neither team been able to take advantage of it. Classen 6 punts for an average of 24 yards. Jays 1 punt for 26. That one did end up being killed inside the 20-yard line. Jays have 1 sack for a 6-yard loss. Time possession split actually pretty even, but the Jays have about a 2-minute edge, 13 minutes to 11 minutes. Jays have 12 first downs. Classen none. 9 of those first downs coming on the ground, 3 coming through the air. Blue Jays 4 of 6 on 3rd down and 1 of 1 on 4th down attempts. Passing the ball, Josh Raines, 3 of 4 through the air, as I said, 85 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rushing the football, Raines has 15 carries for 122 yards. That's 8.1 yards per carry, 2 touchdowns. Barber, 8 carries for 68 yards. That's an 8.5-yard average for 1 touchdown. Receiving the ball, 1 reception for Caden Ballard-Stevenson. That was that 47-yarder for a touchdown that ended the first half. Justin Adams, 2 catches for 38 yards and a touchdown. Leading tackler, Cale Kaufman, but the tackles have been fairly well spread around, as those are your first half stats. As we're going to go ahead, we need 1 more timeout, so we're going to go ahead and take it. You're listening to Blue Jay Football on the Guthrie Radio Network.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world.
Have you heard the big news here in Guthrie? You know the Guthrie Tag Agency is your local source for all your vehicles, boats, ATVs, trailers, titles, registrations, and of course driver's license renewals and replacements. But now, the Guthrie Tag Agency helps with driver's road test. That's right, take your road test right here in Guthrie. No more trips to Edmond or Stillwater or Enid. Call and schedule your appointment at 282-3873. Guthrie Tag Agency, open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturdays from 9 to noon.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 in the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
Ace Electrical was founded by Guthrie alum Tony Perrigan. Tony started Ace Electrical with one goal in mind: customer service combined with quality work. Ace is your full-service electrical contractor with commercial and residential services, including oil field construction. Ace is able to provide a level of services unmatched by any other electrical contractor in Oklahoma. Ace Electric is available 24/7. Call 405-301-2200 or go online at aceelectricok.com.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin, that's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. And we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. Golden Chick. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
Welcome back to the Golden Chick halftime show here in Guthrie. Rain's starting to pick up a little bit more, and I had to run an errand. You see the great camera work there by Aaron Ryburn, our director tonight, and had to go downstairs and run an errand. And I gotta give the crowd a applause, man. They are troopers out there tonight.
Oh, yeah.
They're cold, wet, little wind out there. Not a whole lot, but it's just when that little breeze throws the raindrop in the back of your neck.
You're doing a good job setting that up. That's good. Paint a picture.
Paint a picture,
yeah.
Because it happened to me.
Yeah.
But anyway,
definitely cold and wet.
Scoreboard is all good news tonight. Guthrie 33, Northwest Classen 0. Let's go ahead and start with our Eskridge Chevrolet's keys to the second half, and we'll go ahead and start with Phil Nichols.
I'm in a mid-yawn. I point to go to Parker, and you throw it to me.
Well, hold on. The board froze up, so Parker's muted for now.
Oh, well can we keep it that way? Or
no, it's unmuted now. Parker, Eskridge Chevrolet's keys of the game. Second half.
If Tanya's listening, I'm going to get your number, and I'm going to talk to you later after the show. I think Phil needs to get a talking to. But no, the key to the game, the second half is let's get a running clock. Guys, my feet are falling off down here.
You see what he did there? Made it all about him.
Well played, too.
Was well played, but I'll give you your number myself. No, it's keys of the game. It looks like Parker said. Let's get this thing done. Nobody gets hurt. Protect the ball. Keep the offense having some success. Let's go home.
Krager?
I think key to the second half is for our sideline guy to man up a little bit.
Oh, Parker! Welcome to the game.
Okay. I'm officially part of the group now.
There
it's 2
you
to
go.
2.
I like it. Those are your Eskridge Chevrolet's keys to the second half, I think. We're set for second half action. Northwest Classen will kick off left to right on the radio dial. Again, the band has left, and it's just an awkward feeling to look across the way. But there's still more people in the stands than I would have ever imagined tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it's not good out there, guys. I mean, it's miserable.
Again, the Knights will kick left to right on the radio dial, and it's been a busy kicking night all the way around for Northwest Classen. They were ready to go, but there was no football. And now they got it out there, and they're going to tee that up. Right now, 45 degrees. It feels like 41 degrees. Wind gusting at 10 miles an hour. Right now, the flags aren't moving, as you see on your video screen there.
Weigh 108 pounds right now, Chris.
The Knights are actually going to have to hold the football here to keep it on the although we just got to look at the flags and not bowling. It's down on the surface.
It's a rough day.
Nice look left to right. They will kick this one away. Second half action is underway. It's fielded at the 30-yard line. Here's the return. 35, 40, 45 midfield. 40. And is it J.D. Kuhnfield going to go the distance? Touchdown. J.D. Kuhnfield. He got that on the far side and ran down the Northwest Classen sideline 70-plus yards into the end zone, and the second half is underway just like that. There is a flag down. J.D. Coonfield's like, really? Really?
Flag down. Oh. Yeah, this isn't good, Chris. I just received a text from our good friend Scott Mick, and he's even piling on right now on me.
Well, I don't know.
He sent me a picture of a certain team who I will not say. He says, seen this? Sure you don't want to change that pick? And it's a bunch of guys with heaters on tonight down the sideline at a certain game. I mean, it's 41 degrees. It's not minus 41, right?
He might not have ever send you a text message ever again.
Why? Scott doesn't care.
Hope not.
Well, why would
he 38 care? Up to the 45-yard line. Pickup of 7 yards. Bring up second down and 3. But
that's funny.
All of our radio listening audience will keep you in suspense.
JD's got to be upset right now, right?
Oh, my goodness. Second down, 2, 8-yard pickup for the Jays. Half diamond formation. Josh Raines turns around, hands it off to Barber. Gets the midfield. Jukes to the near side, 45 to the 40. Down in around the 35-yard line. Close to 20 yards pickup for Kentoris Barber. Blue Jays have a fresh set of downs in Northwest Classen territory. Pickup of 19 yards.
Told you.
I've seen well, never mind. I've never seen hitting devices like that on the sideline.
Yeah.
First down and 10. Josh Raines will get to the 30-yard line. Pickup of 5 for Josh. Did not notice if there's a running clock or not. I mean, it's running right now with 10:15 to play here in quarter number 3. Guthrie 33, Northwest Classen 0.
Sam Hayes tweeted it out, so it's good.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it's a little unusual.
Those are like propane heaters.
Yeah,
we're talking
yeah.
propane heaters on the sideline, and it's those.
Several of them.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. They're not working tonight, I can tell you that much.
No.
Second down and 6, Josh Raines to the 30-yard line. Pickup of 1 yard, and so it brings up third down and 5. Guthrie will be on the road next week at Bishop McGinnis. And I'll try to get all my crying and belly aching out of the way before we go on the air on Friday night. I'll try to get it out of the way.
I knew this was going to happen at some point.
Tonight.
So is this at 9:25 and running? Is this at the time when it starts?
It's officially on my mind.
I'm surprised you're not yelling at anybody for leaving our door open.
Well,
it's cold right now.
My left toe starting to disappear on me.
I haven't felt my feet in 2 hours.
Third down and 5. Raines, a quick pass caught by Gugasberg. First down to 25. Gets a couple of yards to the 23. Pickup of 7 yards. Blue Jays have a fresh set of downs. Clock is running officially here. They didn't stop the clock for the first down. We'll see if that continues.
Yeah, it looks like it is, and that's a good call. That's a good decision. Of course, that's always the team that is down on the scoreboard. That's their decision. So, makes sense.
First down and 10 from the 23. Barber slips on the wet field at the 25, loss of 2, and that the maintenance crew might have to replace some turf. They're going to need some turf to replace that divot there. Scoring update presented by South Point Baptist Church. Bishop McGinnis 22, Piedmont 0. That was the halftime score as well. That's a third quarter score. So Wildcats getting ready to might be looking for a tie for second place as the Irish will stay undefeated if the score holds up. Josh Raines with a nice run across the 25, across the 15, and finally down in around the 12-yard line. About a 13-yard pickup. Close to a first down. I think it'll be second down upcoming. Clock running, 7:49 to play here in the third quarter.
Yeah, this second half, Chris, because of that running clock, is going to go quick. These are the nights when you're trying to get everybody's add spots in. Make it tough. Running clocks make it tough.
It does.
Makes it tough.
Blue Jays set up camp. First down and 10 at the Knights' 12-yard line. Blue Jays moving right to left on the radio dial. Barber gets the handoff. He's at the 10. He's to the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentorius Barber. And the Blue Jays add to their lead. 39-0 PAT upcoming. And if there's any doubt, we for sure have a running clock. It's running right this moment. Miranda, upcoming PAT. Clock does stop for the PAT now at 7:03. Snap, hold, kick. Miranda. Line drive through the uprights is good. 40-0 is your new score. 7:03 to play in the third quarter. Timeout from Jelsma. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world.
Have you heard the big news here in Guthrie? You know the Guthrie Tag Agency is your local source for all your vehicles, boats, ATVs, trailers, titles, registrations, and of course driver's license renewals and replacements. But now, the Guthrie Tag Agency helps with driver's road test. That's right, take your road test right here in Guthrie. No more trips to Edmond or Stillwater or Enid. Call and schedule your appointment at 282-3873. Guthrie Tag Agency, open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturdays from 9 to noon. Blue Jays back in the end zone here on a homecoming 2019. Glad to have you on board on this Friday night. Loyal Blue Jay fans out there, appreciate you, and great loyal fans out in the stands tonight as well. Jays kick this one off. It'll be fielded at the 23-yard line, center of the field. Now angling to the far side of the field to the 30 and down at the 32-yard line. And Northwest Classen will have it first down and 10. The latest scoring drive presented by John Vance Motors is a 12-yard touchdown run by Kentorius Barber. That's his second touchdown run of the night. His first one was 37 yards. This one was 12 yards as Blue Jays go 62 yards in 8 plays, just under 5 minutes on the scoring drive. And now with 6.5 minutes to play in quarter number 3, Guthrie 40, Northwest Classen 0.
So I know, one of the things that I do know about you is you love calling games at McGinnis because they have such wonderful facilities for us to.
If we were at McGinnis tonight,
there would be no show.
I don't think we'd be on the air right now. Yeah. That is the honest truth. There is the Northwest Classen running back will take it from the 31 up to the 34, a 3-yard pickup as he ran on the right side. It's getting to the point as we see some of the great Blue Jay fans in the stands tonight. You see the rain coming down on the bleachers. Plenty of umbrellas out there, plenty of rain suits as well. But when we do go to Bishop McGinnis, we have to broadcast from the top of the press box.
Outside. On the top, literally on the top of the press box.
Second down and 7. More on that here in a second. I got plenty more, but I'm going to keep it to a minimum. I'm going to try to, as I run up the middle is going to be hit for a loss. A couple of Blue Jays in on the tackle. Trying to see the first Blue Jay to get off there. It's going to be Wiggins on the tackle. Turvey Williams also there on the tackle. Now, we have some rookie coaches, offensive coaches, that we might be able to move them up to the rooftop and move us indoors. But even if we do go indoors, it's an open door, people coming in and out all the time. But at least the equipment would be protected.
Well, and that's the whole concern.
That's the whole concern, is the equipment. Third down and 7. Hopefully it'll be 75 degrees. Who knows with Oklahoma weather.
Right.
Third down and 7, stuffed at the line of scrimmage and battling for a couple yards. It will be a couple yards, so bring up 4th down and 5 for Northwest Classen. We'll see if they punt the football away. 4:44 and rolling here in quarter number 3. So, yeah, if it's like this, we got a game time decision to make when we get to Bishop McGinnis, and we might need some assistance from the coaching staff.
Well, we were talking about it before the game, and as I was talking earlier about getting a text from Scott Mick, when I said, well, we can't, they won't do that. And he goes, pfft. He said, it's not like it's Scott Mick in there. We'd hate to try to wrestle Scott. He'd throw us around.
Yeah, we got new guys in there.
Yeah, we can probably bribe them.
Punt. Fielded by Gugasberg at the 35. He'll get to the 40, running hard to the 45, switching hands coming to the near side. He's at midfield, 45, and driven out of bounds just before the 40-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 for the Blue Jays. Gugasberg driven out of bounds, but the clock continues to run here. And Rick Davis, who runs the clock here, up for a North Church Player of the Game. One of our candidates tonight.
Of course, Rick, the father of Hall of Fame inductee.
Tonight, yeah. Today.
Emily Davis Johnson.
Of course, the Hall of Fame group was recognized at halftime. They were recognized at the banquet today and also at the alumni banquet.
Yeah.
Would have rode through the parade.
Yeah, would have.
Weather. First down and 10. Raines turns around, hands it off to Barber. 2 touchdowns tonight, and he'll just get a couple of yards across the 40 to the 39-yard line. Pick up a 3 there. Be second down and 7. 3:15, 3:14 to play in quarter number 3. Guthrie 40, Northwest Classen 0.
What's the estimated time? I mean, you're good at predicting things, so give me a prediction.
We might be done at 9:03.
9:03. That would be good. Breakdown. I mean, we'd be home tucked in our bed well before 10.
Well, we got a Terra Insure Group postgame show to get through as
like
well.
I said, well before 10.
Second down at 8. Snap. Went to the wrong.
I don't think it did. I think it went to it was supposed to. But
indirect snap to the halfback. Penalty against Guthrie. We'll back him behind the chains, back to the 45. So it'll bring up second down and 13 for the Royal Blue and White.
The best news there, the clock did not stop.
Halftime in formation. Barber, carry. Up to the 40-yard line across the original line of scrimmage. Bring up third down. Next snap will be under 2 minutes to play in quarter number 3. You going to all the homecoming parties tonight, Phil?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to swing by all of them and
crash all the alumni parties.
Yeah, I might. I mean, I graduated class of '84 as well.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, it wasn't here, but
no, 35 years.
35 years.
So you graduated when you're 24. So, boy, you're.
Well, I was an academic achiever.
Overachiever.
Oh, well, yeah, some would say, yeah.
Third down and 9. 2 receiver set. Josh Raines direct snap. Hit for a loss back at the 44-yard line. Loss of 3. Fourth down and 12. Guthrie with a rare punt upcoming.
Underachieving, still achieving.
It's you get into a second half like this, and you don't really care what the score.
Nah.
You just want
to
get
get your
it.
15 district points.
Yeah, you got your points. And
you got the victory.
I mean, at some point we're going to see, I would assume, at some point it's going to come pretty quick. You're going to see a lot of the starters off the field, and get to see some of these young kids out there, I would assume.
Got a tough McGinnis team next week.
Yeah, real tough.
Snap to Josh Raines, the punter. It's a good punt for Josh. Northwest Class is going to get away from it. Bounces near the 20, across the 20. It's going to be down at the 16-yard line. We'll see if Northwest Classic can get a punt off or a play off here. Now they're going to stop the clock. That's why I gave it a couple extra minutes on my 9:03 time. So clock stops right now with 51 seconds as the rain continues to fall here in Guthrie.
And Rick is officially out of running for player of the game.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah. He's officially done.
I mean, why'd we do that?
Probably allow Northwest Classic one offensive play.
Okay, it's going again.
Hey, remember, Craig talks in your ear. But
I know.
So it sounds like you're talking to yourself.
I know. But people that know me.
Sometimes you do talk to yourself.
Not sometimes, all the time. And that's why I say people just feel, yeah, there's Phil. He's talking to one of his voices.
Craig doesn't help you.
No, he doesn't. I'm glad you pointed that out.
First down and 10. Handoff running along the left side, and he's going to be hit for a loss on the play. Nice job there by the front line. J.D. Kuhnfield in on the tackle along with Wiggins. And I'm certainly thinking that will be the final play of quarter number 3.
Yeah.
Guthrie 40, Northwest Classen 0. We'll take a timeout and we'll come back. Fourth quarter action from Homecoming 2019. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
You can buy a pre-owned car, truck, SUV, or van anywhere. But why would you buy one without a guarantee? At John Vance Auto Group, our pre-owned vehicles come with our lifetime engine, transmission, and other powertrain components guarantee at no charge. Now that's peace of mind. We offer some of the lowest interest rates, too.
Everything you've heard about John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
John Vance Auto Group.
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Bluejays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Welcome back. Jelsma Stadium. Mason Russell on the camera. Brenton Drake on the camera outside. Boy, they've done a great job tonight.
Really good job.
This has been a really, really good student broadcast. Braden Russell on the graphics tonight. Aaron Ryburn directing. Craig Fleck on stats. Parker Burnett down on the sideline. Phil Nichols, Chris Evans, Daryl Jones with you as fourth quarter action is underway as the Knights hand it off on second down 13. It's going to be a TFL. Turvey Williams and company will get credit for the tackle for a loss. Blue Jays lead Northwest Classen 40-0, 11:38 to play in this one. We do have a running clock here, so stay tuned. That Terra Insure Group post-game show will be here before you know it.
You know, this is and I always feel weird when I say this, but these are the kind of games you see these kids out here competing. Of course, talking about the Classen kids, you'd like to see them have something good happen. You know, I mean, it's just tough. And if you want to, you got to have some little victories along the way if you want that program to have any chance. In 6A2, they got to keep numbers up.
Knights want to go through the air, nothing there. It's tucked. Now he's going to try to take off, and the quarterback will be hit back for a loss back at the 5-yard line, loss of 7. And now Northwest Classen is going to have to punt from their own end zone. Spade Pool on the sack for the Blue Jays. Spade Pool's been our North Church player of the game once this year. I think we might go offensive with our player of the game this evening. Of course, that comes up in our Terra Insure Group post-game show. Fourth down, 21 punting time for Northwest Classen. I'm going to be off. We're going to be done by 9 o'clock, boys.
Are we?
I think so.
Well, heck.
Knights punt this one off, bounces at the 20, takes a Classen bounce across the 25 down at the 26. Of course, there's some good college football tomorrow. Of course, a lot of interest in Big 12 football as the Oklahoma Sooners travel to Kansas State. 11 o'clock kickoff there. Sooners have, I think they've had like 95 games in a row that start at 11 a.m.
Yeah, that's
and then at 2:30, you have the Oklahoma State Cowboys, which you can hear right here on Hot 93.7 FM KSPI as they travel to Ames, Iowa, take on the Cyclones. Also at 2:30 is LSU and Auburn. Then later on the night, you have Ohio State and Wisconsin. Some of the games of my interest anyway. Tomorrow, good college football slate.
And what's your record on the year for college picks? Do you track that?
First down and 10, Blue Jays will hand it off on the right side. A few yards picked up there. We have a new running back in the ball game for the Blue Jays. Looks like Barber's night is done. On the carry for the Jays was William Morgan. College football, let me look it up here, Phil. 91-2.
91-2.
Of course, that's against the spread, too.
Yeah,
so
two more losses than I thought you'd claim, but that's...
Second down and 5. Oh, ball's fumbled. Backup quarterback in there as well, back at the 25-yard line. There is a flag down. And 25, is that the quarterback? I think I saw take that snap. And
Jalen
Shelf, the freshman quarterback in there. He led the Blue Jay freshman squad to a very successful freshman year. And, Phil, this is a name we might be saying quite a bit next year.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely got a bright future. Again, a multi-sport kid, and he's the little brother of a guy that had a heck of a career here himself, but just a really nice young man, too. So expect to see a lot of him in the next 3 years.
Older brother, Jerron Pryor.
Jerron's a fabulous high school football player. Played a little college ball also.
Yeah, Jalen Chelf in the shotgun will take the snap. He'll run with it on the right side. He'll cut it up. And this is a good job by Coach Beebe of getting him into the game and a varsity experience here just to see what it feels like. Now, he probably won't play a whole lot against McGinnis or Lawton Ike, but he's in the game now and kind of seeing a little bit of how it feels on Friday night. But Jalen Chelf will be a young man this year. I think we'll see some time on the basketball court as well. As you said, he's a well-rounded athlete. He'll spend some time on the basketball court, and he's a good track athlete as well. So I think we'll say his name quite a bit here in the next several years.
Just looks so little out there right now.
He is little right now, yeah. 4th down and 7. Guthrie will go for it. Chelf looking to throw on the run, throws it, and it's dropped at the 15-yard line. Good pass on the run there.
Yep.
It would have been close to a first down if the catch is brought in, but it's dropped. And the clock stops at – the clock does not stop. It continues to roll here with the running clock in the second half.
Rick's back in contention.
Yes, he is. 7:37 to play in the ball game. Guthrie 40, Northwest Classen 0.
You know, what do you – I mean, where could you – I could see him playing a lot of different places next year.
Yeah, I would think they probably want to concentrate him at the quarterback spot just because he's going to be a sophomore. He's going to take in a whole lot. And, of course, they'll ease him into that a little bit. But he can play on the defense. It would be in the backfield somewhere, obviously. But I think you want your quarterback just to play as we see with Josh Raines this year. Just play. And Blue Jays with a whole bunch of new defensive players in there as well for this final 7 minutes of this ball game. Again, Guthrie 40, Northwest Classen 0. 1st down and 10 for the Knights from the 23. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll run on the right side for a few yards as Samuel Moreland, the junior quarterback, playing his final game in Jellisma Stadium. Again, Northwest Classen will bump up to 6A Division II next year. Oklahoma City Public Schools consolidated schools this past summer. And with some new, with more kids coming into the Northwest Classen School District, that will bump them up 6A2, and it bumps them up comfortably in 6A2 as well. I'll have those numbers here in just a second. Northwest Classen will now be the 29th largest school, so they'll be the 4th smallest school in 6A2. Northwest Classen now has more students than Booker T. Washington, Midwest City, and Sapulpa. 2nd down and 11, they'll get some positive yards here. And bring up 3rd down, and just getting near the 30-yard line. Pickup of 8 yards, 3rd down, midway point of the 4th quarter. With the new enrollment numbers, now Capitol Hill is the largest school in Class 5A football. And good news for Shawnee and Del City fans. They are comfortably now in 5A football next year.
Boy, Shawnee's breathing
a
sigh of relief. It's a big step up. People, if you've never been to a 6A, whether it's Division II or Division I, it's a huge difference between the 5A kids.
You know, Enid was hoping to make that jump into 6A2, but they bumped up a spot in 6A1 as they're the smallest school right now in 6A football. As the Northwest Classen Knights will get a 1st down on 3rd down and 3. They'll pick up 6 or 7 yards for the first down. But Southmore is now the largest 6A school. So they're on that bubble there. And Bixby is getting closer to bumping up into 6A1, but they'll be in 6A2 for at least 2 more years.
Which wouldn't scare Bixby at all.
No, they've already played Jinx and dominated Jinx.
Yeah.
First down and 10. Shotgun snap, handoff, running back, run on left side to the 40, to the 42. And on the tackle for the Blue Jays, J.D. Coonfield, and he's got to be careful. He's got to
run tomorrow.
He's got to run tomorrow. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, cross-country coach is probably saying, well, Coach, we're up 40-0. Can you not get him out of there?
Can you send him home right now?
Can we go get some rest?
Clock stop. Northwest Classen takes a timeout. We'll do the same thing. Guthrie 40, Northwest Classen 0. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today, 405-642-7065.
FCC is the place to be. First Christian Church is excited to welcome all ages, spanning 5 generations, who enjoy fun, fellowship, and faith experiences together. We would love to see you Sundays at 10:30 for worship, and join us as we learn and grow together. And as always, go Blue Jays!
I need the phone number to Logan County Sheriff's Office, please.
Right across the street.
Being harassed right now.
And if you good folks out there ever need to call the Sheriff's Office, you can contact them at 405-282-4100.
4100. Okay.
Second down and 5 for Northwest Classen from their own 42-yard line. Guthrie on top, 40-0. Moreland goes downfield looking for a receiver, and it's almost caught, but dropped at the 30-yard line. Intended receiver was DJ Hall, the sophomore. Incomplete. And Phil, look at the crowd. There's still a good number of people here going all the way to the end of this ball game. A big credit to them. The rain never really truly let up, and they're still sticking out this entire ball game.
Well, on homecoming, you got a lot of folks sitting around getting caught up. And at this point, you're soaked, so, I mean, it doesn't matter.
There they are there. Some cool umbrellas tonight. Third down and 5. They'll hand it off. They'll run up to the 45 and making his way to the first down marker and more at midfield. And so we'll have a fresh set of downs for Northwest Classen. You have a good umbrella, Phil?
I do. I own several. I always forget to use them.
Yeah. The big
well, for
large
golf,
ones?
got big golfing umbrellas for outside events. Never remember to use it. I got the little ones for like getting in and out of the car. Never remember to use it. Chris, I got a lot of issues.
Well, do you at least get one out for Tanya?
Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah,
Miss Tanya's, she's well protected.
Okay. First down and 10, 3:10 to play in the ball game. Running clock here in the second half. Guthrie on top 40-0. Northwest Classen will take a snap at midfield. They'll run it up the middle. They'll get to the Guthrie 45, down to the 40, close to another first down for Northwest Classen. So the only thing here is to see if Guthrie can pitch the shutout against Northwest Classen. It is a first down. Under 3 minutes to play. The clock stops at 2:57. I said 9:03. I'm 6 minutes. 6 minutes out.
Yes, you got a fighter's chance.
We got 5 timeouts.
Why's the clock stop, Chris?
He's
but
right to your right.
I mean, kind of listen to me.
First down and 10. Knights run on the left side. 35, 30, 25, 20, 15-yard line, 25-yard run for Northwest Classen. Clock stops at 2:37.
Good use of the clock here. I think Mr. Davis is, like everybody, going to see if these kids can.
.225, 2:24, Northwest Classen at the line of scrimmage. First down and 10 from the Guthrie 13-yard line. One person in here wants a shutout more than anybody else, times 20. As the ball fumbled back inside the 20-yard line. Kelly Beebe.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. It's years like this would build character, I've had many people tell me.
Even.
I mean, is Parker still on the job?
Yeah.
Okay.
We just turned the microphone off to save battery. Starting to flash. And we got some on-field interviews to get to.
That's a rookie move.
Yeah, he didn't ask for batteries this time.
Rookie move. Second
down at 19. Handoff right side. Not much there. Not much there. Minute 34, minute 33 as Homecoming 2019 wraps up here about as planned tonight, Phil. Guthrie out to an early lead, got a running clock in the second half, got a victory. It's going to be the third of the year. Next week's going to be tough, and then they'll come home. And I think they would be slight favorites against Eisenhower and try to get that fourth win of the year and try to go out with some momentum, 2 out of 3 games to end the season and look to get better.
Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of young kids coming up. That freshman class got some good sophomore players out there as well. Quite a few juniors returning also. So better times ahead for the Blue Jays.
Looks like it's going to stomp the playoff streak since 2004. 15 straight years. Third down, 17, handoff up the middle. Not much there. We might have one more offensive snap of the night before wrapping this one up. Stay tuned. Terra Insure Group post-game show. We'll have our North Church player of the game. We'll talk to him after the game as well. Timeout taken by Northwest Classen. My 9:03 starting to look a little bit better. We'll take a timeout. Come back for final 41 seconds. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 and the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
Sonic has every slush flavor someone could ever want.
This is basically slush headquarters.
For sour blue raspberry.
Anything to say about it?
Lemon berry. You're already sour. Come to the sour side.
Never. I'll never join you.
Refreshment just got colorful with new slush flavors like blue raspberry made with Nerds candy. And start your day with the 99-cent morning drink stop.
Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33.
This is how you Sonic.
93.7 FM KSBI. Blue Jays 41 seconds away from picking up the homecoming victory. 4th down and 16 for Northwest Classen. 3 receivers to the near side. Ball's at the 19-yard line. Nice. Well, probably lob it into the end zone looking for some points. It's in there, and it's intercepted by the Blue Jays inside the 5-yard line, and that will cap off the shutout tonight. Coming up with the interception for the Blue Jays, jersey number 8, Grant White.
Little buddy, you're going to make it. 9:01. Oh, they stopped the clock. You could be in trouble. You could be in trouble. Wind her up here in a second.
I'm going to be a minute off.
No, you're not.
What did I say?
You said 9:03.
I'm going to be a minute short.
Oh, you wanted to be dead on. I thought you were saying before 9:03.
Well, that's what I meant, before 9:03.
You always go for perfection? Is that what you're saying now? Okay. Well, it's 9:02, so the 9:03 is back in play.
Come on. I need a penalty flag. False start. False start.
You got a chance.
1st and 10 from the 3. False start. There's the knee, and the Blue Jays will secure the homecoming 2019 victory, 40-0 over the Northwest Classen Knights. And the Blue Jays are back in the win column on a rainy Friday night. Glad to have you on board. Final 12 seconds will tick off here. We're going to get some commercials to run to here in a little bit, but stay tuned. We'll have the Terra Insure Group post-game show. We'll talk to our North Church player of the game. We'll also talk to Coach Kelly Beebe down on the field. 000 on the scoreboard. Guthrie wins it. Final score 40-0. Take a timeout. Come back. It's the Terra Insure Group post-game show. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Hello, Blue Jay family. I'm Pastor Hetty. I want to invite you to North Church Guthrie, where you can expect fun, Bible-centered kids and student ministries, life-giving groups, engaging worship, and powerful messages. I would love to see you and your family at North Church Guthrie this Sunday at 9:30 or 11 a.m. at Guthrie Upper Elementary School, where our vision is to love God, love people, and follow Jesus. And remember, God loves you, and go win.
For decades, Guthrie Athletics has been a source of pride in the Guthrie community. Hi, I'm Merritt Roberts, and I've been a Blue Jay supporter and Farm Bureau agent for many, many years. I want to wish all the Guthrie student athletes not only a great season on the field, course, track, or court, but in the classroom as well. If integrity, honesty, and accessibility are important to you, call Farm Bureau at 620-4920 and ask for Merritt. I would welcome the opportunity to give you a professional evaluation of your insurance needs, or simply stop by and let's talk about the Jays.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin, that's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. Then we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I love to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. Golden Chick. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Ace Electrical was founded by Guthrie alum Tony Perrigan. Tony started Ace Electrical with one goal in mind: customer service combined with quality work. Ace is your full-service electrical contractor with commercial and residential services, including oil field construction. Ace is able to provide a level of services unmatched by any other electrical contractor in Oklahoma. Ace Electric is available 24/7. Call 405-301-2200 or go online at aceelectricok.com. Need a maintenance check or an emergency repair on a heating or cooling unit? Longbow Heat and Air is available to handle all your heating, cooling, and ventilation needs, offering customers 24/7 emergency services. Longbow Heat and Air is local, part veteran owned and operated. Call today at 405-990-3250. At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
After this, we bring you more from the stadium as the Terra Insure Group postgame show continues.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Hey Blue Jays, Pastor Mike Gatlin here from First Assembly of God. I'd like to invite you out to our services this Sunday at 10:45. And there's something for everyone here at First, from our babies to our senior saints. Our children's pastor, Rusty Nail, is always up to something great. Come out and enjoy great live praise and worship and anointed preaching. We hope to see you this Sunday at 1900 South Division, First Assembly, where great things are happening. Go Blue Jays.
And we welcome you inside, excuse me, the Terra Insure Group post-game show as the Blue Jays take down Northwest Classen by a final score of 40-0. Blue Jays pick up their 3rd win of the year. They'll be at McGinnis next week, and they come back home for senior night against Lawton Eisenhower. A lot of candidates tonight for our North Church Player of the Game, but we are going offense tonight. And with that, let's go downstairs with – oh, hold on. My mixer just froze up for a second. All right.
There we are.
Let's go downstairs with Parker Burnett with tonight's North Church Player of the Game.
Guys, I'm down here with Josh Raines, and we joked earlier on the broadcast about you being soaking wet, and now I'm sitting here next to you. I mean, you're almost worse than what I imagined, but 4 touchdowns tonight. You play really well. What was your favorite touchdown? I know the one you had the bad snap and you took to the house, but the one right before half was pretty good too.
Yeah, it was just a bad snap, and I had to make what I could out of it. I turned around, and there was just a kind of a hole to the backside, so I just kind of took off.
Josh Raines with a 32-yard touchdown run. I know that you had to run a little bit more, and it rained the entire night, Josh, and you're soaked. But it was a hard time. I saw you had to get the towel after every snap and just kind of get the hands dry as possible as the ball went. Just talk about how slick that football really was.
Oh, it was slick. There for I think it was like second to last drive from halftime. I mean, it was just hard to catch snaps and everything. It was just going right through my hands.
Josh, you do handle the punting duties as well, and I was thinking up here when I watched you hit some really nice punts tonight, by the way, but I was watching the one kick, and I thought, how hard is it to punt a football that's water-soaked?
Oh, it's terrible.
It feels like it weighs 20 pounds, doesn't it?
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Josh Raines, 2 rushing touchdowns tonight, 2 passing touchdowns, 20 rushes tonight, 143 yards, and not too bad through the air tonight, 4 or 5 passing, 92 yards. And was it fun tonight, Josh? It was cold. It was rainy. You're scoring points all over. Was it fun? It's homecoming. Was it fun? Was it cold? Was it miserable? What was it?
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Coach BB said it. This is what makes true football players. If you think you're tough, a tough football player, this is where you want to be, right here in the stadium in the rain and mud.
Yeah, it's good. Of course, Josh, we've talked over the weeks all season. Last year, you started the season at linebacker. Needed to make a move over at tailback. They moved you to tailback. This year, move you to quarterback. I know we've watched you grow up in that position over the season. Talk a little bit about the transition going from really the defensive side of the ball to ultimately now running the offense for the Blue Jays.
Coach Rice, we were in film one day, and he was like, "Are you ready for this to be you to take over this offense?" I was like, "I'll do whatever the team needs me to do. So if that means me taking it over, that's what I got to do."
And that right there is why all of us respect you, young man. You give everything you have every play. Everybody sees that. I want you to know that. Everybody sees how hard you compete and play, and everybody respects the daylights out of that and love that team attitude. Great job, Josh.
Thanks, sir. Got to give a big thanks to my O-line. They're young, but they're learning, still working out there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you, Josh Raines. Tonight's North Church Player of the Game.
Great kid.
Blue Jays defeat Northwest Classen by a final score of 40-0. We'll take a time out here. When we come back, it's the on-field interview presented by F&M Bank with Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beebe. Blue Jays defeat Northwest Classen tonight 40-0. This is a Terra Insure Group post-game show.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world.
Don't go away. More of the Terra Insure Group postgame show in a moment.
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Blue Jays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Welcome back. Terra Insure Group post-game show. Blue Jays victorious over the Northwest Classen Knights by a final score of 40-0 on a cold, chilly, rainy Friday night. Homecoming 2019. Blue Jays pile up 327 yards of total offense, holding Northwest Classen to just 50 yards of offense. Time now to go down on the field for the F&M Bank on-field interview with Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beebe. Let's go downstairs with Parker Burnett.
Guys, I'm down here with Guthrie head coach Kelly Beebe. Coach, is a great win. Come out and get a running clock in the second half. Got a lot of distractions tonight with the weather and homecoming, but got to be happy with the way you guys came out and played tonight.
Yeah, we went out yesterday, and the conditions were much worse yesterday. As far as the heavy rain we had in the north wind, I think it was 34 or 36-degree wind chill, and the boys handled it real well, and they got out here tonight and said, Coach, it's much better today than it was yesterday. I said, I know that. That's why we went out. And I want to say, first of all, appreciate the fans that came out tonight. Just a drizzly night. Hate that for our homecoming crowd, which is normally just, standing room only. Glad the boys came out and performed tonight. We needed to win. We've talked about it. We needed to win, and I felt like we executed a little bit. I felt like we blocked where we're supposed to block, and we ran hard. And of course, we mishandled the ball a time or two. But Northwest Classen, Coach Vandersijpen, he returned 10 starters on offense, and he's kept his staff together for 2 full years, which down there is very difficult to do. And they had a pretty good ball club. I mean, they had 3 or 4 really nice athletes and a little bit of scheme. So I was pleased for us to go out and perform the way we did. That bunch has moved the ball pretty successfully on everybody we watched them with at times. So we were fairly dominant in that regard, as I expected us to be. But then again, we had to go out and prove it. The kids got a big jolt of energy right here, and of course we're going to need that as we take on Bishop, who's awfully tough football team next week.
Yeah, Bishop McGinnis taking it to Piedmont right now, 29-7. And just real quick on Northwest Classen, Coach, they are great athletes. It just seems like they get some bad luck because now they can bump up to 6A2 next year. But as you said earlier, more athletes, good-looking athletes, and they got some momentum. Yes, the wins aren't there, but you can kind of see it building. And just unfortunately, 6A2 comes up next year. Yeah, and I don't know what school they're going to add to them. If they add in the right school, that may be where they get enough kids to be competitive. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know. But Coach V down there does a good job with those kids, and we always have great respect for those Oklahoma City public school teams and those kids that come out and play, for them. And just like today, their bus was 40 minutes late. Yeah. Just picking them up. Chap called me and said, where's Northwest at? So I called Coach V, and he said, we're on Pine Street, Coach. We'll be there. So anyway, just great for our kids. And I feel like we've had a good week of practice. Again, consider the opponent, but we executed well. And we got to continue to improve. I mean, obviously, over the next couple weeks and try to finish this thing off on a high note.
Coach, you're talking about going to McGinnis next week. Obviously, it's good to have McGinnis after this kind of win tonight. And talk a little bit about McGinnis. Tell us a little bit about what your thoughts are and what you see ahead.
Well, first of all, they're extremely intelligent kids, and schematically they can do a lot of things because of their aptitude, and they have a couple of just really outstanding players. They got the OU commit, and then the TCU commit, Nick, that seems like he's been in high school for 8-9 years, and they're tremendous players and tremendous kids. And they're a physical football team. They pride themselves on playing great defense and running the ball. So, when you attack an animal like that, first thing you think about is keeping the ball away from them as much as you can. with your offense. And then they're going to make you defend the whole field and create one-on-one matchups for Nick and their quarterback as a junior has really developed as a runner and a thrower. So they're a complete football team. They've got an outstanding kicker. He's a touchback guy every time. So they have great field position aspects. So again, it's going to be a challenge for us. Our kids are excited about it. We had a real war with them last year. 28-20 on this field right here. So we'll go down there with a good plan and execute it as to the best of our ability and see what happens.
Final thoughts here as the rain picks up again, Coach. I thought the crowd was outstanding. I thought they would leave at halftime, but they stood the entire time here. Obviously, the alumni didn't make it out tonight, as we saw on the far side, but the home side fans stayed until the very end. I thought that was pretty cool.
I did too. That was one of the things I was very, very pleased about. And at 6:35, it was. Yeah. I think it was me and the coaches and the team and you three guys. But no, we have great fans here, great support. We're working as hard as we can to put the best product we can on the field, and we'll continue to do that daily.
Coach, get in the locker room. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, guys.
Head Coach Kelly Beebe on the F&M Bank on-field interviews as the Blue Jays win it tonight by a final score 40-0. We'll take a timeout, come back, continue with the Terra Insure Group post-game show. We'll give you updates on some of the ball games across the state of Oklahoma, including some 5A games that are fairly close. We'll do all that after our final timeout. This is the Terra Insure Group post-game show.
Hello, Blue Jay family. I'm Pastor Hetty. I want to invite you to North Church Guthrie, where you can expect fun, Bible-centered kids and student ministries, life-giving groups, engaging worship, and powerful messages. I would love to see you and your family at North Church Guthrie this Sunday at 9:30 or 11 a.m. at Guthrie Upper Elementary School, where our vision is to love God, love people, and follow Jesus. And remember, God loves you, and go win.
Ace Electrical was founded by Guthrie alum Tony Perrigan. Tony started Ace Electrical with one goal in mind: customer service combined with quality work. Ace is your full-service electrical contractor with commercial and residential services, including oil field construction. Ace is able to provide a level of services unmatched by any other electrical contractor in Oklahoma. Ace Electric is available 24/7. Call 405-301-2200 or go online at aceelectricok.com.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 and the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
When it comes to Guthrie Blue Jay athletics, Hayes Funeral Home is a proud supporter from the first game all the way to the championship game. Along with many years of experience in funeral service, the Hayes family brings compassion and professional service during difficult times. Owners Chuck and Lynette Hayes take pride in providing families and their loved ones quality care. Chuck and Lynette have not only supported families in the Guthrie area for countless years, but have supported Guthrie student athletes succeeding on the playing field and in the classroom. Hayes Funeral Home is located on the corner of Noble and Wentz, or simply give them a call at 405-282-3100.
Final thoughts from the stadium are ahead on the Terra Insure Group postgame show.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today. 405-642-7065.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world.
Welcome back. Gelsma Stadium as the raindrops continue to fall onto Gelsma Stadium. Here on Homecoming 2019, Blue Jays victorious over the Northwest Classen Knights. Final score 40-0. Blue Jays pick up their third win of the year. Travel to Bishop McGuinness 1 week from tonight before coming back home for the season finale on senior night. We invite everyone out to Gelsma Stadium to cap off the season. Real quick, some scoring updates across the state of Oklahoma. Edmond Memorial gets in the win column as they take down Enid tonight in Enid. Well, it's not quite a final yell, but 35-0. Owasso starting to pull away from Mustang 24-10. It is a final. Broken Arrow sneaks out over Yukon 43-42. Remember, Broken Arrow got beat by Edmond Santa Fe last week. So Broken Arrow, the defending champions, get away from losing from back-to-back ball games. And Jinx leads Norman 37-19. Moore leads Pump City North 21-13. Those are some 6A scores, some 6A2 scores real quick. Where's the Muskogee game? Muskogee Ruffers in the fourth quarter in a defensive battle lead Booker T. Washington 7-6. Bixby shuts out Sand Springs 75-0. Del City in a Mid-Del district matchup, rival game there. Del City leads Midwest City 26-0. Stillwater shuts out PC West 61-0. We're just counting the days down to Stillwater Bixby in 6A2 football. Hope that happens. 5A football, some games of note here. Noble leads Lawton MacArthur in the fourth quarter in a 5A1 matchup. 29-18. Noble trying to hold on to that top district spot. El Reno shuts out Southeast 61-0. El Reno still trying to get a home playoff game with a couple of games left to go here. Again, Lawton Eisenhower in 5A2 football beat Guyman last night 37-21. Carl Albert is in Woodward. Snow on the ground. Carl Albert leading in the fourth quarter 49-14. And then what we thought was going to be the game of the night in the state of Oklahoma was a rout as Bishop McGuinness jumped out to a 29-0 lead. Piedmont gets a final touchdown in the fourth quarter. The Irish win at 29-7. So Bishop McGuinness undefeated in 5A2 action on top of the district. Piedmont and Carl Everett now with one loss each. Don't forget, week 10 we still have Carl Everett and McGuinness to play, and so it could be a logjam for 5A2 district title. We got Woodward right now sitting in the fourth spot.
We just got a final up in 6A2. It's a final, Chris. Muskogee 7, Booker T 6.
And that's a little bit surprising. Not a big surprise, but remember Muskogee coming off that loss to Shawnee last week.
Yeah, that's a big win for Rafe Watkins' staff and those kids down in Muskogee.
Absolutely. Any thoughts on the scores that we went over there, guys? Is there any other score?
Well, Ponca City. We've been pulling for them to.
Oh yeah.
They come up short against the 1-6 Bartleville. They lose 34-29.
34-29.
It's a final.
Had our friends over in Crescent
in the fourth quarter leads Watonga 47-14.
That
and
right.
our Crescent Tigers, they were playing Crescent was supposed to win huge.
And they were up big early.
Yeah, no surprise there. Not finding their
Check
score.
That Coyle game.
I'm headed to Coyle next. Crescent at halftime led Putnam Heights Academy there 34-0. And our friends in Coyle, Oklahoma pick up the victory over Covington Douglas at home tonight, 58-20. Coyle now 6-2. Is that right?
5-2.
I know Damon needed about 250 to go over 2,000 yards this year, so
I'm going to say he got it.
I bet he got it.
Yeah, and of course that's actually, Coyle was ranked 5, Covington Douglas 3, so that's a good win for Shane Weathers and the Coyle Blue Jackets. Shane's done a great job over there over the years with the.
He's got it going again.
Coyle program, of course, it's taken him to the state championship one year and done a really good job.
All right, well, final thoughts here, Guthrie. As expected, over Northwest Classen, easy 40-0, had a running clock. That's why we're almost done with the broadcast here in a couple of minutes.
Well, you going to the party after this?
You know what? I better get home and get ready for college football.
Oh, you got a baseball tournament tomorrow.
Canceled.
Canceled. Dodged one there, little buddy.
Now he's happy. I was going to have to be in Mustang at 7:45, and
well, the best was little Lance. Pick him up from school today, Parker, and he gets in, and Chris had told him, "Hey, we got a baseball tournament tomorrow." And anybody knows Chris knows that Saturdays are pretty sacred to Chris.
Yeah, absolutely.
Typically doesn't leave the house if he doesn't have to. Watching college football.
Well, I do before 11.
So I'm enjoying the torment that I'm seeing in my friend's face. And little Lance gets in. I said, "Lance, you ready to play baseball tomorrow?" And he goes, "Nah." I thought, there's an opening.
There's an opening. Baseball season is officially done. I think it might be almost done in the Major League Baseball as well.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going back. I think they're going to sweep it.
Washington. I kind of root for the Nationals after Bryce Harper left them because they didn't think they were good enough.
So. Why do you hate Bryce Harper so much?
I don't hate anybody.
There's something here because over the years in all sports, anytime a guy leaves to go somewhere else, you don't like him.
No, not necessarily.
It's been true in basketball.
How's that true?
Are you talking about Kevin?
James Harden?
Oh.
Well, he left for more money.
I mean, doesn't like him.
$5 million. He wanted $5 million additional dollars over a championship.
You haven't ever.
He's still searching for the championship.
Evidently,
by the way.
you have not seen the 30 for 30 on how broke all these NBA guys. They need every dollar they can get.
Need every penny.
I mean, seriously. I mean, what? I mean, $5 million.
So is this your recap of Guthrie Northwest Classen?
Well, I mean,
talking about Bryce Harper and James Harden.
You guys brought Bryce Harper up. I didn't.
I'm not a big Harper fan either.
Nobody is.
I'm sure he cares with his
a fine young
multi-millionaire dollars and on a beach somewhere.
Oh,
so.
boy, there's hatred. Okay. Hatred all around
tonight. He doesn't care
tonight.
about my opinion. That's okay.
Hatred's all out everywhere tonight. Good win here tonight for the Blue Jays. You know, I don't think we had anybody else get hurt, which was good. And, of course, as we talked with Coach Beebe, it's a uphill battle next week in McGinnis.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get the sun to come out and the weather will calm down, and because if not, Chris,
for the radio crew,
there's a real possibility Park and I are going to come down with the flu about 3 o'clock next Friday.
I might actually have it after sitting out there all night. I might have to get one of those flu shots you got earlier this week.
You'll be.
That worked.
That
turned out well, didn't it?
First flu shot I've gotten in my life. Well, that's probably not true. When I was in the military, they probably gave me a flu shot, but the first one I ever voluntarily received.
Yeah.
Sick for 2 days after I took that darn
Wife
thing.
took the flu shot. She was sick for a day.
Oh,
so what you're saying
terrible.
Is don't get the flu shot.
Don't start considering the flu shot until you get to Phil's advanced age.
And then don't do it. Because I'm just, it's been a rough 2 days. It's been a tough week, Chris. Tough week. A few folks back home, if I can say this, my Eureka Tornadoes, my alma mater up in Kansas, district champions.
Hey.
This year. Congratulations.
You guys hear the rain
Tornadoes
in their crowd, Mike?
Thanks for stepping all over the Tornadoes, Mama, Chris.
Sorry.
Yeah.
He's adding backdrop music to your district Tornadoes.
You know, one of the worst things for me, I had a different afternoon than I normally have, and so I got here a little late. Had to park. I got to walk across the field. You know what? No, I don't. I'm going to go out here. I'm going to help load equipment. You're going to drive me over there and drop me off.
Well, no, we need your truck to transport the equipment.
Oh, sweetness.
We better get out of here.
Are you serious?
Daryl Jones in our Stillwater studios.
You got a truck?
You got a cover on your truck, though. You got that
it's
fancy.
Broke.
You got
it's broke.
Oh, it's broke. You got a fancy truck. Well, Blue Jays do get the victory tonight, 40-0, and we need to exit stage left. And before we do, a big thank you to Daryl back in our Stillwater studio. Always does a great job for us, and we appreciate him every Friday night. Thank you, Daryl. And give it up to our film crew, our camera operators tonight.
Great job.
Camera operators, Britton Drake and Mason Russell on the cameras, on the broad shot, the tight shot. They were money tonight. That was well done. Mason
and Britton, I think, they don't realize this, but they now have commitments on Friday night for the next 8 to 10 years.
We got a lot of work for you guys ahead. But no big thank you to them. And they're by themselves. We're not telling them how to do it. We give a little instruction thing at the beginning, and then it's all theirs after that. So
they do a great job.
Absolutely. Of course, Braden Russell on the graphics tonight, all the scoreboard updates as well. And, of course, Aaron Ryburn directs everything. We all got to do something here, but Aaron kind of overlooks everybody, so we appreciate him as well.
Very much.
Of course, Craig Fleck with all the stats and inside information as well. Our next broadcast 1 week from tonight in Bishop McGinnis. I hope so anyway. Friday night, 7 o'clock kickoff. Our pregame show begins at 6:30. Bishop McGinnis undefeated in district play. They need a victory next week to hold on to that. So Blue Jays will get the best shot from Bishop McGinnis. Join us if you're unable to make it to Oklahoma City and cheer the Blue Jays on. Final score for the final time tonight inside a wet, soggy Gelsma Stadium on this Friday night. The Guthrie Blue Jays on homecoming 2019 take down Northwest Classen by a final score of 40-0. For my partners, Parker Burnett, Phil Nichols, I'm Chris Evans. We'll talk to you next week. Have a great weekend, and as always, go Blue Jays.
You've been listening to Guthrie Blue Jay Football, home of the 4-time state champions on the Guthrie Radio Network. Guthrie Football 2019 is brought to you by Interbank, strengthening our communities through community banking. Golden Chick, the original and still the best. South Point Baptist Church, welcome home. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. The John Vance Auto Group, where it's comfortable to buy a car. Ace Electrical Services, affordable, high-quality electrical work. North Church Guthrie, you matter. Mercy Hospital Logan County, your life is our life's work. F&M Bank, a neighbor you can count on. And Eskridge Chevrolet, a name you can trust for over 50 years. Guthrie Blue Jay Football is also brought to you by the Guthrie Tag Agency, A-Team Overhead Door, Longbow Heat and Air, First Christian Church, Hayes Funeral Home, the Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33, Guthrie First Assembly, and Merritt Roberts Farm Bureau, Oklahoma. You've been listening to Guthrie Blue Jay Football on the Guthrie Radio Network, home of the 4-time state champions. Until next time, go Blue Jays!